Okay, let's see. We have a few super chats to read before we actually start this. So, about 31 minutes ago, Meeb sent in a super chat for $5 saying, "Because I'm bad at my internet job and can't mod at work, but you deserve the shekels for entertainment." Well, thank you. Soultail sent in $2 saying, "Bless you, Rogue and Asterisk tonight." Well, hopefully the blessing will be good. Hopefully that'll come in favor. We have one coming in from Bodacino for $2 saying, "Shekels, we'll be back in 20 minutes. Well, I'm sure you're back by now. American Dream 105 sent in $2 saying, "Supporting Coach Eli, #respect. He also sent in another $2 saying, "Wolfpack for life." A grip on life DeRosa sent in $5 saying, "Shenanigans." And Silencer 7396 sent in $10 saying, "Good job, Rogue, loving the recent streams." Well, I'm glad you like them. So I'm going to go ahead and, thank you for the super chats, brothers. All of them much appreciated. So I'm going to go ahead and flip the switch. Where is that button? That's there. Okay, and then we move that, and then we press this. Oh. There we go. Okay, and some audio mixing issues were happening there, but now my mic is active. Asterisk, say something. Let's see if it picks you up.
Hello.
Okay, Eli, can you say something? See if it picks you up on the slider.
Yes, I am here.
Well, perfect.
Oh.
Looks like we can hear you. I'm gonna get some background audio going, and we'll start this. So, to start everything off, Eli, what is tell us a little bit about yourself, like your background and whatnot. There we go.
Well, first of all, thanks for having me on the show, Rogue. I appreciate it. A little bit about me. My first almost 17 years in life, I worked in retail management, and retail corporate. I did that gig for a while. When I got laid off after the economy tanked back, I think when was it 2008? It hit retail a little bit before that. I actually went and got my insurance licenses and was a licensed insurance broker selling property and casualty and life and health insurance for a while. And then about 4 years ago is when I decided that I didn't want to sell insurance anymore because it just wasn't my purpose. My purpose has always been to, help people, with their issues and lend them an ear and uplift them. So that's when I decided to, start a life coaching channel 4 years ago. That channel is no longer around. Okay. Shut it down because there were some issues there. Had an ex-girlfriend that was joining me on that channel, and this group of people we're going to be talking about were trolling her, harassing her, doxing me. You know how it goes, right? Then I took 3 months off, was on Facebook for a bit, came back and started this channel I'm on right now, Grip on Life, and been doing that for almost 2.5 years. And that's the quick version of it, man. Okay.
One question that has been brought up a handful of times when people see that you're a life coach: do you have any formal training?
Well, no, I'm a self-proclaimed life coach, and
okay.
This has been a common question asked. I'll just give a little bit of brief detail on it. So, the life coaching industry is not a regulated industry. You do not need to have a degree. You do not need to have a certification, and even if you get a certification, basically you get certified to work for a specific company and resell their products. So it wouldn't be something on your own. Most life coaches you see, like Coach Corey Wayne and some others on YouTube, they're all self-proclaimed, based on their past experiences, business and personal, etc.
Okay, so you're basically it's your own brand of stuff. You're not being taught a platform to basically regurgitate somebody else's work. I get you.
No, I'm not an echo chamber of somebody else's life coaching products in the way that they want to, do things. I do things the way I feel, they're right.
Fair enough. Okay, so the audience should be familiar with everything, most things concerning lichen theory and Shangy and whatnot, because I've done a video on it, done a handful of streams. We've talked about it a lot, but we haven't talked about it in great detail on this larger stream platform. So, for those of you who are watching who aren't familiar with it, lichen theory is somebody I've done a video on where he's got a very strange group around him. They like to manipulate disabled people and start a bunch of drama and doxing, all kinds of stuff. Really, really bad, abhorrent shit. And it's not okay. And, oh, shit, and the intro started again. It wouldn't be a proper stream if I didn't play the intro a second or third time.
Sorry, I think I hit that button, my bad.
Ah, fuck you. So, when I was doing my research for this, I noticed that your name kept popping up, and I couldn't really understand why. I looked around, I would ask questions, and never really get definitive answers from either side. So, what exactly is your ties with them? Why do they dislike you?
Well, let me give you the backstory as briefly as possible. It's a long-ass story, folks, but I'm going to, summarize it for you. It goes back almost 4 years ago when I started my first, life coaching channel. I had been on YouTube in the past on some other channels. I used to run some in-person networking events to promote my insurance business, to help other business owners connect with other business owners. And I would put, content like that on other channels. But my first attempt to be a real YouTuber was 4 years ago. About 6 months into that channel, I was recommended the MGTOW community. Have you heard of that MGTOW community? Bro?
Yes, I'm very familiar with it. The men going their own way stuff. Yes.
Yeah. And I'm not going to say anything more about it, but I'm sure you have your opinions about that group. Mm-hmm. I do as well. But so one of my supporters made me aware you should check out MGTOW. You could definitely help those guys. I had no clue what it was at that point. Then I researched it. There's the red pill, the purple pill, and the blue pill. And to make a long story short, I consider myself to be a purple pill guy. I have the knowledge and awareness of the red pill. I know the stove is hot, modern day feminism, etc., right? But I'm a good guy. I still want to proceed to get to know a woman and possibly marry a woman with the knowledge and awareness of the red pill, which is purple pill. And blue pill is the simps, the white knights, all that kind of stuff, right? So I went out there and I was looking for a purple pill channel to collaborate with, right? And guess who I found? Jamie Stone.
Wasn't his name the Purple Pill as well?
It was the Purple Pill, and that's how I found it. He was the largest Purple Pill channel, I think the only Purple Pill channel back then. So I reached out to Jamie, sent him an email, and I said, let's have a private conversation, get to know each other through Hangouts. That's what we used to use back then. Right. So we got on the Hangout, and he's basically saying, well, what do you want? And I'm like, dude, I just want to get to know you. Like, I'm a YouTuber, you're a YouTuber. I like your content. It resonates with me. It was actually pretty good content back then, right?
Right.
And he basically said, dude, I don't trust anybody out here. I've been screwed over. So apparently, Jamie had gone through what he's not putting me through and other people through before I had met him, because he was running that Purple Pill channel like 2 years before I got on YouTube with my first coaching channel. So after that phone call, I'm like, I don't really want to, work with this guy. I don't think he's a bad guy. He just seems a little awkward, maybe a little insecure, maybe a little immature. And so I just kind of let him go. And then after that, 6 months later, or maybe a few months later, I started streaming. And Jamie had told me, here's what happened. Jamie had told me that he was thinking of shutting down his YouTube channel. And I asked him why. He said, because I'm a monetized channel. YouTube just changed their system to, now put the yellow icon. We all know the yellow icon, right,
of course. The dreaded yellow dollar.
The yellow icon of piss. Yeah, we all call it whatever we want to call it, right? And so he had a lot of yellow icons, and he basically, his ad revenue was slashed more than half. And he was about to just give up. And I told him, dude, don't give up. Start live streaming, get a PayPal out there. I was really trying to give him some sound advice on that, right? Well, next thing you know, I start live streaming. JB Gunner, who is another content creator I know you're not too fond of. We were talking about that, I believe, behind the scenes before we went live on the air. JB Gunner found out about me because I was doing videos with my girlfriend, and we were just trying to, do our thing. JB Gunner started simulcasting my live streams and started, playing every single video I would do as a live stream to his audience, and that audience started to make a whole bunch of money. So guess what? Jamie joined in the fun. Jamie started doing that on his end. So I had JB Gunner, but nothing to do with the Gun Squad, and Lycan Theory and his group on that end. Simulcasting me, double simulcasting me, right? And just, coming at my audience, yada, yada, yada.
Right.
So the reason why it happened, Roy, and let me just give you the short end so then you guys can ask me your other questions. Okay, I did a lot of
So I'll
networking
just
and I
get
met
it
a lot
all
of
out
people.
because it'll be fucking deleted.
And a lot of the people I met were disabled people. And, I have a soft spot for disabled people.
Right.
That's the kind of person that I am. I'm not saying I'm going to give them special treatment.
So
but,
you are just his best.
I care about everybody, including the
You
disabled.
got
was not
And
$100
what these guys
donation.
did
Exactly.
was they basically, when I used to go on their panels, they would trigger me to say certain things, right? Because I
Is
was
it your
new to
business,
YouTube
you
at
little
that
fucking
point.
blind bitch?
And I said some things to the point of where they ended up making videos. They would cut those videos, and then anybody that would come to my channel, especially if they were disabled, they would send them those videos and tell them that you don't need to
Yes,
be
you're
a
not
part
my
of this
father,
guy's
you
group.
blind
He's a
faggot.
bad person. He attacks people. He attacks the disabled, right? So now these people went over to his end, and then he created the Coach Eli hater group. And that's how this whole thing happened. That's the short end of the story right there, and that's where we're at today. So
Okay. Well, okay, so that makes sense. You broke it down, and that it lines up with pretty much everything I've seen from the outside looking in. So you
Okay.
brought up disabled people, and I've noticed that Jamie has some disabled people kind of floating around him. And when I brought this up, he pointed out that you've got disabled people around you, and basically it became pointing the finger at someone else when there's three pointing back at him. You know what I mean? But they kept asking about this guy RJ. What's that about?
okay, what you cut off for somebody? You said, "What's that about?" Regarding RJ, right? The
Yeah,
blind YouTuber,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
So I'm going to respond for what I did first because Mr. Lycan Theory's in the chat. Hello, Jamie. Welcome to the show. Clearly, you don't hear Coach Eli's greatest hits. Well, I'm going to talk about greatest hits right now and what happened there. Okay, because you keep on sending that video out, right? So I was on a panel. I think Jamie was on that panel and some other people, and they basically had manipulated RJ Sandifer, who is a blind YouTuber, but he's also autistic. He has Asperger's, a form of autism. And for those of you that don't know what autism causes, people that are autistic are not able
in
to
the chat,
understand certain
you made it
social
publicly
cues
available
as well
for anyone,
as
including
people
my
that don't have
trolls, to
autism,
come
right?
on
So
and
they're
troll
easy
your
to
stream. I told
manipulate,
you
they're
that,
easy to
Pete,
flip-flop,
right when I
right?
came.
And that's why you hear them calling RJ the flip-flopper, because they manipulate him. They pin and pit him against myself and other people to go back and forth and create endless content off of him. That's what's happening there. So there was one time I was on a panel with Jamie.
Came on your stream.
And
I
think it
said,
was Jamie
you
and some
put
other
the link
people.
publicly out there. That's what you
and,
are.
RJ
Let me
was
tell you,
on
bro.
there.
You want to go toe to
Jamie
toe,
said
me, Barbara,
something
bitch?
that
I'll
triggered
tell you what,
RJ
Barbara,
to
bitch.
say
Let's
something bad about me.
Barbara.
And because
You
that
want
was
to go
still
toe to
fairly
toe,
new
me,
to
Barbara,
YouTube at that
bitch?
point,
I'll
and
tell
I
you
didn't
what,
realize they were
Barbara,
going to
bitch.
cut this into content. I ended up saying something triggered to RJ. I called him the blind F word, which I know we can't say that here. I wouldn't say it anyways. It's the word for a gay man, a gay person, right? Okay. I called him that, and I called him that because I was triggered. Now, was that wrong of me to say? Absolutely.
Right.
Do I regret saying that? Absolutely. But when is enough?
Why is
enough?
it your
So that's part
business,
of the
you little
greatest
fucking
hits,
blind bitch?
right there. That's what kind of happened there. And there were some other.
And you're gonna
Part of
delete
that
this shit
video,
anyway, you fucking,
I
you
ended up
fucking
using
pussy.
the N-word one time. I regret saying that. My best friend is black, and he's my sponsor on my channel, and he's a good long time 10-year friend of mine. So look, we all have our moments. We all make mistakes. We say things that we shouldn't say, right? But the reason why these people keep coming at me is because they don't like the fact that I'm a life coach, and they're just trying to destroy my business by using, these clips. And that and that's where we're at with that. Unless you wanted me to specifically answer something else, or feel free to ask me anything.
No, yeah, because I've seen the clips where they've got you saying things, and we all say things when we're angry that we shouldn't. Shit happens. Like Asterix says mean things to me all the time, and I have to forgive her.
It's true.
Even though
And he
she's
cries.
a stupid mouth breathing bitch. But
Exactly.
Yeah.
Asshole.
But see, it happens like that.
Beautiful relationship. I love it.
Oh yeah, isn't it great? But
It's great.
yeah, it's they. Anytime I would ask about it, they would always pull up the blind FAG clip, and it's pretty fucked up. But what I don't understand when I asked them about it is what I asked them about you is they also keep bringing up they keep calling you a cuck for whatever reason. Why do they keep calling you a cuck? What the fuck is the deal with the cuckold shit?
Well, it kind of Coach Eli, Cuck Eli.
Right.
It's the C word,
Mhm.
right? JB
You're not
Gunner
my
was the
father, you
one
blind
that
faggot.
coined that, right? And
Yes,
here's
you're
the
not my
thing. I'm
father,
just
you
going to be
blind
real
faggot.
here, and I'm not trying to criticize anyone, but the truth of the matter is this. If we go back, I've learned a lot about Jamie and his family. His
Yeah.
mother and father, they're still married, but they have a weird marriage. If you go and search the internet, I'm not sure if you've seen this. There's a dating profile
Their
on
dating
Jamie's mom.
profile. Yes, I've seen
Yeah,
the dating profile of his mom.
BBW
Mhm.
Susan 55, right? So
Mm-hmm.
basically,
Okay.
his mom has like an open relationship with his dad, and his mom wears the pants in that relationship. So if
I
anyone's the cuckold, it's Jamie's
Mhm.
dad.
I
I'm
be that as it
sorry.
may, I don't really know what his mother and father's sexual relationship has to do with you being called a cuckold.
It does well. It doesn't. But the bottom line is this: is that I'm just sharing. If anyone's a
Right.
cuckold,
Right.
that makes more
Don't
sense
faggot.
in the context.
Blind
They just call
faggot.
me Cuck
Blind
Eli
faggot.
because it kind
Blind
of like
faggot.
flows
Blind
instead of
faggot.
Coach Eli.
Blind faggot. Blind
Cuck
faggot.
Eli, right? Sounds similar, kind of flows, right?
Right.
And everyone knows that a cuck is a man that watches his girlfriend or wife bang another dude. Like I've
Yeah.
never
Right.
done that. I wouldn't put up with that shit.
Is
I
there
wouldn't.
is there anything that's maybe they found something in your life that could have done that?
Because
Because that's kind of messed up in my opinion.
they keep whenever I would ask about it, I was like, is it grounded in truth? They keep saying cucked by a gay man. What's this about? Are they talking about like a
So
former relationship or something?
So I said that on a stream one time because my ex-girlfriend, Dana, who used to be on my channel, one of her closest friends is a gay man,
Mhm.
and he's a good guy, right? And when I went through a breakup with her, primarily because of what happened on YouTube, and I didn't know how to handle myself. I had to learn how to better handle myself. But some other things that that I've shared about in
And
the
I'm going to
past, and
send the
it
link
has
to
nothing to do
everyone
with these
to
people.
flag the motherfucker for
It has to
stealing my
do
goddamn
with
content
my
live.
own personal life and stuff. Um, there was one aspect where I filed bankruptcy 11 years ago, and
Right.
I just that's something that I didn't end up telling her. Now it didn't affect me financially. I recovered right away, and everything was fine. But I just didn't end up telling her, and then she ended up finding that out on her own because she ended up running a background check because of what these people were saying about me online, right? But my
Right.
background check, if you guys run it, feel free. Now the bankruptcy's come off, and there's nothing on there. I've never had a criminal history. I don't have any even speeding tickets or parking tickets. I'm like the cleanest guy. Go look me up, and that's that. So there's nothing out there. I haven't done anything, to anyone. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm just as flabbergasted as you are. I think I know
Yeah.
the reason why they do it, but we'll get to that eventually. But go
Okay.
ahead.
Well,
Back to you.
why do you think Jamie and his friends do a little trolling? Well, like what is the reason behind that?
In
What's
your
my-
opinion, of course.
What's my opinion? Yeah, I was just going to say that. In my
Yeah.
opinion, yeah.
Mhm.
Here's the thing. Like, I don't. I'm the type of person, and this is the same way as RJ Sandifer is. We love everybody. Like,
Right.
it doesn't matter where you come from, your age, your race. Of course, we're not going to hang out with underage people. I mean, over 18. That's what my channel is. But, we don't discriminate, right? So, I think the reason why they do the things they do. They've been through a lot in life. They're very unhappy within themselves, maybe stemming back to the way they were raised. They're insecure. They're immature. I mean, look at Jamie just bought a new car and a condo, and he's got an internet. He has an internet girlfriend, right?
Right.
That basically, is trying to get pregnant at age 47 before she goes through menopause. Now, if that's what she wants to do, that's on her. And if that's what they want to do, do that on your own time. But look at this. She lives in Washington. He lives in North Carolina, right? Clear across the country, right? If you are making such great money, you have this new black Mustang and this new place, why aren't you finding a woman in your local area? And instead of having this internet relationship, it's just weird, right? And I just think it's a mutually beneficial what do you call it? Codependent internet relationship, right?
Well, to be fair, online relationships are actually very prevalent these days, and while there's a majority of them that don't work, a lot of them do eventually work as long as there's an eventual meeting, like removing the distance between people. If that's to play devil's advocate, if that's how he meets women, then that's how he does it. It's maybe it's less effective than approaching women in the real world. But to be fair, at the same time, as we've established, he's a little socially awkward. I don't see that happening.
I agree with you, Rogue, and I think the thing is, his insecurity stemmed back to his childhood and the way he was being raised. I mean, look, when you have a mother that's, wearing the pants,
right.
And listen, I'm all for women having
to flag the motherfucker for stealing my goddamn content live!
A man is going to become a man based on how his father behaves and what he sees in his father. And if Jamie sees his father getting cucked by his mom, I mean, I'm not trying to be rude by saying that. If you see that, how are you going to turn out, right? He doesn't know any better.
The way a male turns out doesn't really depend on his father. Like I grew up with a pretty absent father, and I turned out okay. And I know things about his life. It doesn't matter what Jamie's personal life is like when it regards to his relationship with his father. Now, if his father was abusive or something like that, or he saw his father getting cocked, maybe that would do some damage. But it's very unlikely he saw this happening much at all. But we also have to keep in mind that this dating account it has to be recent if it's on the internet. And he's in his mid-30s. He's an adult. He can handle seeing it. Maybe it's not comfortable, but he's at the point where he stopped maturing, right? Maybe he matured a little too, he stopped maturing a little too early, but the sex life of his parents shouldn't affect him all that much. That seems more like a non-argument. That's more of a direct attack on his character.
I hear you.
I mean, I can kind of see what you mean, like, in the same way as, like, it's all like American Dream thing. The father is the big guy in charge. He takes care of the family. The mother is the nurturing part. I see what you mean. But at the same time, I feel like that argument can be made against me because, like, my parents are separated. My mom is dating another guy, and I don't talk to my father. But at the same time, I feel like that didn't mess me up.
You're all kinds of fucked up.
Oh, I really am. That's why I'm a goat on the internet.
Oh, fair.
I think what Rogue is saying is that he should have learned by now, regardless of what happened. He's a 35-year-old grown man, and he should have figured it out on his own, despite how he was raised.
Right, because he's at the point where he needs to man up and be an adult. It's there's no excuse for his terroristic actions on the internet, because when you really get down to it, Jamie's an online terrorist. It's not.
Amen.
Cool.
Amen, Rogue. I agree. I said the same thing. Don't mean to cut you off, but I agree with you completely. Go ahead.
Yeah, he's an online terrorist who does a little trolling, and he goes a little too fucking far to be fair. Because it seems like there's no limits with these people. This echo chamber just doesn't stop. It's constant, and when there's a slight bit of like separation, I guess you could say, like when they start to, if there's any branching off, they cut each other off. I have confused
thoughts about other men.
Oh, we had a subscriber. Nice. I'll be reading super chats later on, guys. Just keep sending them in. But there's always a drift, and people cut each other off, and they start talking shit about each other.
I have confused thoughts about other men. It just
doesn't seem to stop, and he shows signs of radical beliefs, and he's genuinely an online terrorist, and it's shocking. I've never seen that before.
Baba Booey. Do you mind if I add a little bit to that?
Yeah, go for it.
This might bring a little more clarity. And again, I'm not too fond of JB Gunner, but I will tell you one thing. I have learned a lot from JB Gunner regarding having thick skin, ignoring people. He put out a video on me last week, and for the most part, he was right. Look, I can hate somebody. I don't like to hate anybody, but let's say I hate somebody. If they say something that's right is right and wrong is wrong, regardless of where it comes from, right? Okay, but when it comes to what I think is happening with Jamie here is that he found a sponsor, and I'm not trying to talk about a sponsor. I said, I'm not talking about a sponsor, but I got to let you know what's going on. Texas Caregiver, who you folks, were saying, this website is horrible. It's like, what does this guy do? It's a phony business. It really is. Right. And so, he's paying Jamie $4,000 per month, which is 80% of his income. I know that for a fact because his internet girlfriend and I worked on some projects together for the past year before they ended up getting together, right? So she told me all this stuff, right? And Jamie, he goes, I can either confirm or deny, when he responded to that, because I did a stream and I mentioned that, right? So look at it this way. He's getting paid $4,000 per month, 80% of his income, which if he lost that, he'd be on the street. He'd be back home. He'd lose it all, right?
Right.
And so there was a thing I heard from his internet girlfriend that his sponsor has a stipulation on him to come at me and come at other people as part of his sponsorship. Now, I don't have any proof of that. That's what I heard from her, but I can see, look what he does. It aligns perfectly, right? So, and without that $4,000 per month, he would not be able to do what he's doing. He would not have been able to buy his condo. He would not have been able to buy that car. He probably would not be making the money he's making out on YouTube. And then he's coming at you. I mean, I'm watching that stream that you did on him. You did a couple of them, right? He's trying to question your money.
Right.
And I'm sitting there listening. I'm like, Rogue has nothing to prove, man. That guy's legit. It's like. But go ahead, man. That's
because the money argument when it comes to this stuff it's silly because I've got two jobs. I've got my real life job and I've got the YouTube stuff. The real life stuff is nobody's business. That's my business. That's between me, my employer, and the IRS.
Correct.
When it comes to the YouTube stuff, all the money I earn is done directly through YouTube's Google AdSense, or it goes through Streamlab donations, which goes right to PayPal. All of which, if I wasn't reporting it to the IRS, I would be in prison right now. I do everything properly because there's no way the government's not going to see the money going into my bank account. I'm not that stupid. But the money stuff, I don't know why anybody would question it, but because I don't link myself to shady businesses. That's what terrorists do.
Right.
If I may, as much as I'd love to, it kind of feels like we're diverting into more talking about Jamie and less talking about you, our guest.
Right. That's
What's
fair.
something that you wanted to
Right. So because people keep asking about your business. See, I told you she would correct me if we go off track. But talking about your business. So
I got him on a leash.
Because they exactly kind of kinky. That's weird. I don't.
You didn't hear that.
Be quiet. Be quiet, Astrid. That's fucking disgusting. You disgusting bitch. But
okay.
But so it's Jamie and his cohorts would bring up your business a lot. I'm not asking how much you make, but what is your primary source of income between like your life coaching and YouTube? Have they tried to tamper with your coaching business beyond just YouTube?
They've tried to kick it down. They've taken a lot of things in real life. And here's the thing. I've said this before many times. They just regurgitate stuff because they have no other content. I'll share it here. So I was an insurance broker for almost 13 years. And I built a good, book of business. And in insurance, when you sell a policy, if you renew that same client, every 6 months for an auto policy or every year for a homeowner's policy or a commercial policy, you get paid again. It's called residual income, right? So I had a pretty good book of business, had some savings. And then when I sold my book of business, a little bit past the middle of last year, you sell your book of business and you get a pretty big payout. Right. So you have money to live off of. Plus, I've got 401k. I'm like, I don't really need to explain this stuff, but I'm going to do it because these people seem to think like, I'm this broke ass loser living off my family's estate.
Right. They always bring up, they say like you're living off of your family's money.
Yeah, that's what they're going to say because they got nothing more to say. Right. That sounds really, really damning. Right. I see you on the screen there. That's my my
I'm showing all your prices and stuff here because people were asking.
Yeah, and I can explain that too. Like, the pricing is not what they're saying it is. It's pretty reasonable, and you always start lower, and then when the demand gets higher, exactly. So basically, and I have a sponsor now.
Nice.
My friend Troy, who's a wonderful, I was going to say African-American man, but whenever I talk with Troy, he's like, dude, don't call me African-American. I'm black. I'm like, okay, dude, we've been friends for a long time. It's like, dude, you don't have to kiss my ass. I'm like, I'm not trying to kiss your ass. We're good guys. And it doesn't matter if we're black or white. We're just cool people. They're like no color lines, right? So I've got the sponsor, as well. And so, I'm doing just fine. And yes, it's taking, here's what happened, Rogue. These people, I was building an audience, and then they did their stuff, and they attacked disabled people I was helping, and other people, got scared away at the same time. They practically destroyed my audience. Now, I'm taking most of the ownership on that because I didn't know how to handle that. I've learned how to handle that since that time. Basically, you either ignore or you don't get triggered. The one thing on YouTube, if you want to be successful, is don't get triggered. If you go on other people's panels, they will use it against you, and that's going to harm you. So I've learned how to handle that. But so, that's the money situation there, and I'm doing just fine. And here's the thing: regardless of what my situation is, why does it matter to them?
Right?
Why does it really matter to them?
It's nobody's business but your own. It's always just your business.
Right.
Okay, so speaking of your business, and because you're obviously trying to grow your channel, you're reaching out, you're trying to build a community, but they keep meddling with that.
I've changed that though. It's getting back on track. But go ahead. Sorry,
nice.
Man.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're good. Mm-hmm. So they brought up because you reached out to that RJ person recently. I don't know the full context, but when I was talking to some people that are tied to Jamie and stuff like that, they said that you threatened to call some sort of service on the
adult protective services. Yes.
Okay. So what is the meaning behind calling adult protective services with that guy there?
Well, like I said earlier, RJ is a blind YouTuber. I've known him for 3 years now, and he also has Asperger's, which is a form of autism, right? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And what's been happening with RJ for the last 3 years, he's flip-flopped, and I'm not calling him a flip-flopper. He's gone back and forth, better way to put it, between Jamie's side and my side. And he keeps going back and forth because Jamie and his crew keep pulling the same shenanigans, as they always have. I'm sorry. I forgot exactly what you wanted to know.
What exactly was the purpose behind saying you're going to call adult protective services with that blind person?
Oh yeah. Well, here's what happened. So RJ went on a panel on Jamie's show. This was about 5-6 days ago, and he was on that panel was another autistic woman that was the woman that introduced me to RJ. Her name is Gemma Grace. And because RJ was talking with me, and RJ wants to just get along with everyone. RJ wants to like the Jamie people and like myself. And I'm like, that's on him, whatever he wants to do, right? So he goes on that panel, and that woman starts to belittle him and attack him. And then other people on that stream just started to come at him, right?
Right.
And I'm like, I've had enough of this freaking abuse, right? Now, here's the thing. My plans, to be honest with you, were never to call adult protective services unless it got worse. It was never to call to harm RJ. It was to basically make them aware that these people are doing this to this person, right? Okay. I more so just wanted to make a statement on that, right? And what ended up happening? RJ called me privately. We talked on the phone. I told him I'm not going to call. I said, dude, listen, what that woman did to you, he goes, yeah, she attacked me. And, I forgot to tell you, Rogue, I actually went on Jamie's stream.
Yeah, I saw it yesterday.
Yeah, so I had made a pact to myself, I'm never going to go on a stream again. But when I saw what was happening, that blind man was getting attacked, right? Good friend of mine, right? I said, screw it, I'm going on there. And I went on there and I stood up for him. And that's what RJ respected, because he knew that I never wanted to go on that panel and get attacked. I said, you know what, I'm going to go on there and be cool, calm, and collective, but I'm effectively white knight for RJ. And I don't care if they call me a white knight. When somebody's being abused like that, I'm going to go on there and defend them every time. So that's what created that situation.
Okay.
So, and here's the thing. One more thing. Like, look, I'm not the kind of person that wants to flag people for copyright or call CPS, Child Protective Services, or Adult Protective Services. I'm not that type of person. But if something, is deemed worthy to do that, I'll be the first person to protect somebody like that. That's just my nature.
Okay. So when I did my bit of digging on this, I saw that when the Adult Protective Services was brought up, you were saying that you're going to call Adult Protective Services if he doesn't do the stream with you, right? Because you're trying to reach out to him and protect him from these people that are trying to meddle with him and damage him. So what exactly, what good comes from calling Adult Protective Services on a disabled person and threatening somebody that has Asperger's?
Well, it wasn't threatening him. The intentions were never to threaten him. The intentions were to protect him.
Okay, so if the intention is to protect him, you wouldn't take somebody that's on the autism spectrum and make some sort of threat that would mess with their personal life. That doesn't seem like something a professional life coach would do.
No, and you're right about that. And look, I apologize for that, and I apologize to RJ. Hey, people make mistakes. People in professional positions make mistakes all the time. Look at Andrew Como. I mean, that's a perfect example.
That's very different from a life coach.
Oh, no, I understand that. I totally understand that, bro. And look, I say this, I've said this before, and I'll say it again. Just because I'm a life coach doesn't mean I'm not human and I don't make mistakes. We're all life coaches are human. We make mistakes, and we learn from those mistakes, and we don't do them again. We're not immune to mistakes. So, yeah, I mean, I was a little bit frustrated because I really care about the guy, and I was tired of this guy. Just I was tired of them. Just coming at him in that way, so I didn't know what else to do. Maybe it wasn't the right thing to do, and I apologize for that. I apologize to RJ for that, and you know what? We made ends. We things are good. But let me just share one more thing before you move forward. I told RJ, look, if you want to hang out with Lycan Theory and his crew, and then you want to hang out with me sometimes, I'm not gonna force you to choose anymore. In the past, I was the same as Jamie. I'm like, look, I want nothing to do with them. If you want to go be a part of them, and then I don't want to be associated with you. But with RJ, I made the exception this time because, I just want to help the guy, and I want the guy to figure it out on his own. And I don't want his Asperger's to keep kicking in and going back and forth. It's not healthy for him. So So I apologize, man.
Okay.
And it wasn't the right thing to do.
So who's this Rosie person that keeps getting brought up in the chat?
Rosie's this woman. I don't know her too well. I was introduced to her maybe a couple 2-3 months ago. She was on my channel for a little while, and then she started going crazy, so I had to remove her, and now she's back. She apologized. She's a 21-year-old woman that also has autism. And she's her parents are divorced. She's living with her father, and her father has a tight leash on her. And she's a 21-year-old woman with tons of hormones. Let's face it, we all have hormones at that age. I have hormones at 47, right?
Yeah.
And go ahead.
What's your past with her?
There is no past with her. She came on my channel. Like, I've known her maybe for 2 or 3 months. And she came on my channel. She was introduced to me by a friend of mine named Firewolf Studios. I'm sure you folks haven't heard of him. He's a part of. I met a bunch of people, going to some grow streams when they were around. People call him sub for sub, but I call them grow streams. Connecting with people. And he connected me with Rosie, and I went on one of her streams, and I was chatting in the chat, and she came over to my channel, and she was cool for a little while, and then she started going crazy. And I'm like, okay, I just am not going to deal with this. So I just banned her.
Okay.
Crazy. What happened?
What did she say?
She started just coming at me and talking smack about me. I don't know why. It came out of nowhere. At that point, I didn't even know that she had autism. I didn't know much about her. I just thought she was just a young woman trying to run a YouTube channel. That's it, right?
Right.
Next thing you know, I start seeing her on other panels like Raleigh Jones. Raleigh Jones. That's another wonderful character in the Lycan Theory echo chamber, right?
Right.
And next thing you know, I see her on Raleigh Jones stream saying, "Oh, Raleigh, I want to sleep with you," or something like that. She said, and Raleigh's a married man, right? And Raleigh played it cool. I'll give him that. He played it cool during that point. But I'm like, whoa, what's going on with this woman, right? Well, next thing you know, there's another guy named American Dream was in the chat. You folks have heard of him. He's been following me for a while, and he was donating to me quietly behind the scenes. And then he came on the front lines. Now he's a mod on my channel. He introduced me to a woman called Jenny from the Block. Jenny from the Block knows Rosie, and Jenny from the Block came on my panel last week, and basically told me the entire story of what happened with her. Her father's a tight leash on her. She's never been with a man. She can't go out. She's kind of like controlled. And so that told me the story that I think with this woman, there's something going on at home. Her father, I believe, has custody of her. I think she's deemed a mentally incompetent adult. I'm not quite sure, but but when you're 21, you're an adult. But if you're deemed something, you can have be custody from somebody else, right? So I just think this woman wants to be a typical, post-teenager in her early 20s that, wants to, she has hormones and they're going crazy, and she cannot express her hormones in the way we did at that age, right? You remember those days, right?
Hormones, autism, it happens.
It happens. Who isn't a little autistic?
It doesn't matter if I know you folks. I get what you're saying, but I'm like, autistic or not, people still have freaking hormones.
No, of course,
but
that was
hormones
that was,
are not.
mentioned.
But how does this all wrap up to you threatening to call the father of somebody who is severely autistic to the point where they have inabilities to speak at times and can't handle social cues, let alone read them? How does that all wrap together?
Well, I didn't threaten to call. I said someone needs to do something about this, because this woman's going around the internet doing some things that are just they're just not healthy, right?
Right.
And so and Jenny from the Block, who's been a friend of Rosie's, said yeah, I agree with you. And she said, yeah, I don't want to be the one doing that, but something needs to be done. Or else, here's the thing. Here's what our concern was between Jenny from the Block and I. It's like she's going to sneak out one of these days, and she's going to be with a guy, and she's going to end up getting pregnant. Why not take the proactive, course of action as a father, and talk to your girl about that. Maybe go get her on some birth control, and support her in that way. She needs that support. It's like she's a 21-year-old woman, but probably. Her mental age is, no disrespect, is probably of a 16-year-old or less. And no disrespect.
But even advocating for somebody to mess with somebody outside of the internet to prove a point, I mean, that's arguably more autistic than she is. Like, why are we seeing a record of you saying, well, they should call somebody, or I'm going to call to meddle with this person's personal life? That doesn't seem like something a life coach would do. So I'm starting to notice a very strange pattern here.
Okay, well, let me explain that. Like, for me, I have a very protective nature, Rogue. And for me, I care about, people having the best possible shot at life. And it's not that I'm trying to harm people or try to get people in trouble. I see certain behavior patterns. I see people do certain things that, to me are the beginning pattern of something worse happening. And all I'm saying is that, look, someone needs to do something. It should be her father being a better father to her, and sharing certain things with her and preparing her for certain things before she goes out there and makes a big mistake. I mean, what if she went out there and got pregnant by some other guy?
Maybe, but another thing is, this is also the fucking internet, and you're a grown adult, and you're worrying about what other people are doing to the extent where you want to meddle with their personal lives. Like, don't get me wrong, I love some internet anthropology myself. I like investigating things and poking people with a stick. But you can't just start advocating for or actually attempting to fuck with somebody's personal life outside the internet before somebody takes notice.
Right. I agree. Listen, Rogue, I totally agree with what you're saying, and I respect what you're saying. And again, look, if my actions are seen as something that's not right, I apologize for that, but that's not my intention. Well,
you're 47 years old. You need to start acting like it. I mean, I'm a little younger than you, and I'm not making these mistakes. My entire online career is built around examining and researching and documenting strange and unusual people and events. And what my big moneymaker is milking the teat of an autistic guy that's arguably the most documented person in human history. And even I don't make fuck-ups like this.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. Can I say one thing real quick?
I'm sorry
to interrupt. You've been on the internet doing this thing for how long, Ro? Like 10 years?
I've been doing this professionally on YouTube for a few years now, but I've been on the internet documenting people and making my ways online since about 2007, thereabout.
Okay. So this is the thing, and look, I'm not trying to make any excuses. It's been a learning experience for me. Before, up until 4 years ago, everything that I did, I'm not saying I didn't use the internet. I used Facebook and stuff like that.
Right.
I did everything in person. So coming out here on YouTube 4 years ago was my first real experience at trying to build a business, through online, through YouTube, Google, etc. And let me be honest with you. Everything you're saying makes sense, and I agree with you, right? This is a learning lesson to me about the internet, and my intentions have always been pure. But the internet is just a different place for me to run my business that, I didn't have a whole lot of experience doing that. I've done everything in person.
If you're running a business and you're a life coach and everything, then why do you keep getting entangled with a bunch of people on the internet that just want to fuck with you? There's a very simple, I've been doing this a long time. I've made a career out of fucking with people. Fucking with people that are unusual and probably mentally ill to some degree is basically a profession at this point. If you want people to stop fucking with you, just stop doing what is so eccentric that they find fascinating. Stop meddling with these disabled people. Threatening to call CPS on a child because they won't flag a video for you. That's not a good look.
No, I agree. I don't. That's something I don't know. Is that something that they said I did?
This is something that keeps getting brought up in the chat, and this is something that I've heard audio logs of, and I've seen chat logs discussing it. And it's getting concerning because I'm trying to piece together the entire narrative, because with every story, the answer lies somewhere along the line of the middle. Everybody's got a different perspective on things, and you want to try to find the closest thing to the absolute truth, right?
Sure.
Yeah. Sure. And what I'm seeing here with Jamie, I just see a 35-year-old man that sits on his ass, sucks up money that he probably didn't earn, and that's it. It's really none of my business how he conducts his business, but it is strange nonetheless. Shangy's an adult man who's fucking runs a Discord server dedicated to doxing tons of people, which is abhorrent. Right. And then when I check your stuff, I see a life coach that doesn't seem to pull in numbers, and when he does get any attention, it's because he's getting involved in drama. And I can't think of a single person that would want to go to a life coach that's constantly bickering and bitching with people on the internet. That would tell me that I need to go for somebody that's actually got some training and some history when it comes to life coaching, rather than bickering on the internet. If you're having such a hard time with these people, you can just unplug your Ethernet cable. The problem is solved. Remove the coaxial out of your router.
No, I agree with what you're saying. Go ahead.
If I may. It kind of feels like the same thing as if, say, I was going to therapy, right? And I know life coaching and therapy is two very different subjects, of course.
Correct.
However, if I found out that my therapist was meddling not meddling, but with the right heart, involved in my life further than I realize, I wouldn't want to go to them. Because there is a point when you're in therapy where everything comes out, and then when you leave and your life goes back to normal. It's the exact same thing. I understand you have a very good heart and you want to do the right thing. But I feel like we can all agree you might have stepped on toes in the past, right. Stepped a little too far past your boundaries.
Maybe unknowingly. And do you mind if I respond to that? Or
yeah.
It's up to you.
Here's the thing. I'm not trying to make any excuses here. Look, I'm not a perfect person. My head and heart's always been in the right place. And It's kind of like,
you know what, Jules?
Okay,
fuck it.
You know,
God damn it.
When a teacher,
you know what, Jules? I'm gonna fucking moderate your ass. I want you to fucking share that goddamn link in my goddamn chat. I want everyone to go over there and flag that motherfucker.
I'm not a teacher, I understand that.
And I'm gonna send the link to everyone.
It's a similar thing for me.
To flag the motherfucker for stealing my goddamn content live.
Harm people. I have a protective nature,
right?
And maybe this is opening my eyes here to handle this a different way, a better way. It's a learning experience, right? So I want people to understand there's a difference between your intentions and what's perceived to be. The perception is always going to be different than your intentions most of the time. So I understand completely what Rogue is saying, and I understand what you're saying, but my intentions have never been to harm anybody.
Of course.
I've just been raised to be a protective person and care about people.
But you're a grown adult, and you need to take accountability for yourself instead of getting involved in other people's shit. I'm telling you this as somebody who's my job is literally dealing with weird people online, and what you're setting yourself up for here is astronomical failure. These people have made it their goal to fuck with you, and you have done everything wrong. You have given them a platform to destroy your business. This is why your numbers, I'm going to be honest with you, your numbers are not going in. Your business as it is right now is going right into the ground if there is a business. And it's because you focus too much on other people. If you're going to focus on other people, focus on the people that are giving you money as a life coach. Or if you're going to market yourself, you got to make streams and videos to get your name out there, so that way there's the potential of more people giving you money. You need to stop focusing on these people. You need to if you can't handle the internet, you either need to close yourself off and not interact with these people, or you need to step away from the internet entirely.
Right.
Because the only reason I'm aware of this entire situation is because I know some people all over the internet. I know various people from various backgrounds who really, really love looking into people's personal life. And this entire drama has been documented there extensively. And what is happening right now is going to wake up a proverbial beast, I guess you could say. And there's people on the internet that are far worse than you can imagine. And you are painting a target on your back right now.
Because, of course, at the end of the day, there's two people who you are right now. There's Eli, the life coach, whose job it is to help people. And then there's you. There's the person who cares a lot and who wants to help people. But you have to reel that back. You have to realize that you can't get involved in everything. It's the exact same thing as what Rogue said earlier. Like, say he was having trouble with his job, right? That would be between Rogue, his employer, and whoever in his life is having an issue. It is not anybody else's problem. The problem comes when someone else, a fourth party, wants to intrude on that for whatever reason. That is where I believe you're getting it wrong.
I respect what you're saying in response to all that. Here's the thing. I've been trying my best to move past all of this, but with these people, and I finally learned how to handle it better, and I am growing with some real people. It's slowly but surely. And the problem was, when I'd run my live streams and stuff, or when people would comment on my chat, these people are reaching out to these people individually and trying to scare them off. Like it's like I've been trying to do the right thing. And I understand where you both are coming from. I completely agree with everything that you're saying. But what you're not seeing is that I've been trying to do the right thing, and these people just won't back off and do their own thing. And now you got other people. Now tomorrow I'm going to be on RDA's channel, and they feel the same way about this group as well. So you're right. Listen, I'm not here saying that you folks are not right. You are. I totally agree with you, and I do want to head it in the right direction, and I feel it's going to get there.
Have you ever heard the term "don't feed the trolls"?
Of course.
It's the same thing, and of course, I don't want to sound like I'm lecturing you. It's the same thing as what was that movie about the things you don't feed after midnight?
Gremlins.
Yeah, Gremlins.
Gremlins. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can't give them things because they're going to get bigger and bigger and bigger and get worse. That's your problem. If you want to keep going, I think, and Rogue, do you agree with me when I say this? If not, you got to just starve them. Don't even acknowledge them.
I agree.
Yeah, you need to stop doing what you're doing, because I'm telling you right now, this is destructive. What you've done here, what you have done up to now, like, there's a lot of stuff that I want to talk about that's too raunchy to even bring up on this stream, but you know exactly what I'm talking about. And nobody in this situation, when it's between you, Jamie, and Shangy, or anyone else in that group, nobody is a saint. Every person has done something wrong.
Sure.
But from everything I've seen, when it comes to threatening to contact protective services and talking to disabled people, especially people that are on the autism spectrum who can't understand social cues, I see a very, very dangerous pattern here. I see a supposed life coach that is trying to build a career on fraud, and I'm going to be honest with you, man. That this is the most dangerous the most dangerous life coach business I've ever seen. Yeah. I've never seen a bigger shit show than what I have with your business. This is absolutely fucking embarrassing.
Well, that's your opinion, man. I could sit here and take that like a man and not be triggered at it, man. I mean, look, everybody's entitled to their opinion, and I respect your opinion.
Right.
I mean, I don't know what more I can say about that. Look, like I said, I was not that experienced coming on YouTube and running a business on the internet, and I made some mistakes, and I owned those mistakes. And all I've wanted to do is move forward.
Then move forward. Stop acknowledging these people. Stop acknowledging these fucking people and actually run the business like a fucking business expert. This is such an easily avoidable problem. Everything these people are doing, you give them the power. You are giving these people the power you so desperately do not want them to have. Jamie is but a single person with a keyboard. And somehow he has, this absolute fucking nobody in North Carolina has been able to run a beautiful game of 4D chess and get you to destroy your own business. This is 100%, like, there's meddling from every side. But ultimately, if a ship falls, it's because of the captain.
Sure.
You have done every single thing wrong here. And even if your heart's in the right place, you're old enough to know better. You can't just make threats to people. Like, I know you're talking about taking legal action against Jamie. I think that's fucking stupid, but if you're going to do it, I can't persuade you otherwise. I'm just going to tell you that with the abuse of the flagging system and everything coming from all sides, this is just any judge with half a brain is going to look at this and be like, wow, this is stupid internet shit, and they're going to throw it out. This is kid shit. I mean, you're 47.
I get it.
You got to stop taking the internet so fucking seriously. If it's that much of a problem, unhook the coaxial, take the power out of your router and your modem, go up to your ISP and be like, "Hi, I don't want internet service anymore. I can't handle it. I'm not a big enough boy to handle it."
He's living in your head rent free.
Exactly.
It's not a big deal. I understand where you folks are coming from, and let me tell you, like I said, it was a learning experience for me to come out here on YouTube 4 years ago. I did not have the experience. Right. I made a lot of mistakes. I'm owning them. I don't know what more I can say. Whatever's meant to be is meant to be. I respect what you both are saying, and I'm not saying that you folks are wrong. I'm not. You folks are right. But what I'm saying is that I did not have the experience. Right. I did things more so in person, and I'm not trying to shy away from what actually happened by saying that. That's just what happened. If I knew 4 years ago what I know now, I would have done things differently. That's the best way to put it.
Right. Now, are you Coach Eli from 4 years ago, getting started on YouTube and hoping and doing your hardest to make your life coaching business the best it can be? Or are you Eli 4 years later?
I muted myself in the chat. This guy's a complete fucking idiot.
Well, here's the thing. This is what I've decided to do. I'm going to be going on.
Eli is a fucking charlatan. This is a fucking joke. 1, 2, 3 in the chat if Eli's a clueless motherfucker.
I'm moving forward, and I'm going to continue doing my thing. I have some great people, some great moderators on my channel, and some great people I've been working with behind the scenes, and I've been helping them out. And even American Dream. Even American Dream has. I don't know what something's happening in your chat. Like there's like a 1, 2, 3.
Oh yeah, the chat does that sometimes. They get all excited. Somebody starts 1, 2, 3, and it becomes a chain.
Yeah, it's like watch this. Like 1, 2, 3 in the chat.
Yeah, if people
Aster is homo.
Yeah, usually when people do that, when you get a bunch of chats in your stream, it boosted up the YouTube algorithm, so people will do that sometime.
Oh, okay, yeah. Sorry about that. But like I said, I've been helping some people out behind the scenes. American Dream is one that I've helped out. We've talked many times. Obviously, I'm not going to share obviously what we talked about. Privately, there are some things he'll mention in the chat, and I'll respond to those like when he's on my streams.
Guys, spam in the chat that Eli manipulates disabled people. Spam in the chat, Eli manipulates disabled people.
On the right side of things, they've been trolled by people, and they're ready to move forward. And so, I've been rebuilding, and I'm just going to continue rebuilding. I just wanted to, basically, the thing that got to me the most about this whole thing is there's only one thing that's bothered me. And that's, innocent disabled people being used as lolcows, being, made a mockery out of, autistic people being pinned and pitted against other people. And I just don't like it when people prey on people's vulnerabilities. And that got to me, man, because I care about people. So it's my fault. And I appreciate what you folks are saying. And it's a learning experience. So.
Right.
I hope that makes sense.
No, that makes sense. But ultimately, if you want to help other people, you need to stop getting so invested in the internet. Because this is like, you've been doing the YouTube stuff longer than I have altogether. Like I had a YouTube account years ago, and it was mainly just so I could favorite music videos. But I've been doing this YouTube thing freshly for it's going to be 2 years this April. Right? And there's no excuse for a guy who's had so much experience when it comes to networking and business and everything, especially at your age, for you to not have numbers and everything. Your channel has done nothing because you're so focused on petty, non-existent internet drama.
I agree with you.
You gotta stop. You gotta stop. There's no reason for me at my age to have to be the voice of reason. You can never be too old to learn something, but you can always be too young. But you're certainly not young enough to not know what's going on here.
No, I agree, Rogue. I'm not questioning a thing you're saying. I think you're absolutely right. I actually know you're absolutely right. And I'm just going to keep going
Put
back.
Eli as a fake life coach in the chat.
I did most things.
I know he's noticing. He's stuttering.
And I did all my networking offline. And when I came out on YouTube and the internet, it was a whole new place. I didn't even know about trolls until I came out here. I would have never brought my ex-girlfriend on my former channel had I known these people were going to attack her and dox her and try to destroy our relationship. And, I learned from that.
Right.
I learned from that. These people are spamming your chat right now. It's pretty hilarious.
Yeah.
They're fun.
Yeah, fuck them. People who spam chats, that's pathetic. Why would they do that? That's shitty.
Baba Booey.
And but no, it's just it's silly shit. This is beyond this is the equivalent of middle school fights, right? This is hallway drama.
Yeah.
And again, this is Eli. Well, what happened? This is Eli 4 years ago versus Eli now.
Sure.
Because I'm telling you this because my entire I can't say I'm not a drama channel. I'm not part of that drama sphere, but my job is documenting strange people and poking them with a stick. Sometimes I bite off a little more than I can chew, but that's life. And as somebody who has made an absolute fucking killing as far as a channel my size goes, when it comes to fucking with people, I'm giving you some genuine life advice. I'm the life coach in this instance. Fucking stop. This is you're getting way too far in over your head. Now, if Jamie keeps going and he destroys everything he's got, that's fine. His numbers are not fucking going anywhere. You and I can see that his numbers, nothing. He does not pull in views.
Sure.
Yeah, the only time, like even my video that I did on Jamie and Shangy, even though it doesn't pull in as big of views as my mainline content, it's still got more views than him. There's no excuse for this kind of business. When I talked to Jamie, I said, my biggest failures are your greatest successes.
Baba Booey.
And if you want to beat this Jamie guy, this guy that shouldn't even fucking matter to you, you just need to stop paying attention. And eventually, it will take time, but eventually, you won't have these problems anymore. Now, there may be new people that come and try to fuck with you. Anytime you get notoriety online, people trying to poke you with a stick. But this is just fucking stupid. This is just unbelievably fucking stupid.
Yeah, Rogue, I'll tell you this, and respectfully, I understood it the first time you said it, and you have really emphasized it, and I got the point, and I even understood this before I came on here. I respect that, and so, hey, I don't know if this is something you want to keep on talking about. We can if you want, or you can ask me anything else, or whatever you folks, want to ask me. I understand. I understand. You're right. You're right. But like I said again, I did not have the experience of running a business or handling stuff on the internet.
Cuck Eli in the chat. Cuck Eli in the chat.
People. I've always been very protective because I care about people. And
I don't mean to interrupt you. This is Pro Pinky. Hey, how's it going, Eli? The thing is, when you keep sitting there saying over and over again, I'm a good guy, I'm a great guy. I mean, actions speak louder than words in that. And I've had a lot of failures in my life, a lot of fucking failures. I've tried so many different things and I failed at them, but I have accepted those failures and I grew from them and I tried to perfect it. If it just wasn't me, I moved on. If I were to continue to try and do those said things and try and convince others that I am great at those, that would make me a fucking hack. I'm not trying to be a dick, but I'm going to be blunt and to the point. You are a hack.
We love Propinky in the chat.
Okay, that's your opinion, and I respect
that's third-party perspective. That's not even just my opinion. What you are doing, you are an absolute fucking hack. And you're oblivious to everything that is absolutely going on around you, which is awful for a life coach. I'm not trying to be a complete dick to you right now, but I'm trying to let you know that what you're trying to do, try something else. Take up fucking like blacksmithing or like welding or something, man. Try something else, please, for me.
Well, I appreciate your feedback, man. Thank you for sharing it.
Yeah, so I mean, the first run of business, like let's take away the stop. Like, okay, it's a month from now, and you've cut Jamie and everybody out of your mouth. You don't talk about them. You focus on your life coach stuff, and you're starting to get a kind of a following back. The next step would to stop charging such egregious fucking prices for life coaching. I've gone to professional therapists, man, like the highest that my state would have, like in my city, and they still don't cost as much. And you don't have formal training, and then you're charging how much? Like, hold on. For a half-hour coaching session, it's $49. For a single email session, it's $39.
Yeah, but you have to read the description section of what it offers you.
Okay,
so my prices are very, very fair.
I mean, does it come with a free hand job and a ball rub afterward?
Hold on, I'm gonna read what it is to get in. I'm gonna play devil's advocate. This package includes one single email coaching session, personally handled by Coach Eli, with a maximum of 4 replies. Please allow 24 to 48 hours for each response. Although in many cases responses may be quicker. For $40 for 4 emails. Like, oh, come on! I don't even charge that much to people. Pay me money to read things for them, right? And I don't even charge that much. If somebody wants me to read, like 4 or 5 paragraphs of something that's really raunchy and disgusting, I'll charge $2. I mean, come on! And that takes more effort than writing out an email because I have to sit down and I got to edit it and everything. It takes time.
Baba Booey.
Why $39 for fucking emails? You don't even run your own email service. Like, this is an internet protocol that you don't own, and you're charging $39 for it.
Well, I have the right to free enterprise, and those are my prices. If people
is that why you don't make sales? Like, don't lie to me now. Come on, how much business? I'm not asking how much you make, but how many clients do you get a week? Fresh clients. How many fresh clients do you get on average?
That is something I cannot disclose.
So none. So absolutely fucking none is what you're telling me, because you're not getting. I'm not trying to be a dick. You're not pulling in views, so you're not marketing yourself. I've never heard of you outside of this drama. And you're telling me that this business is being damaged. What fucking business is being damaged?
Rogue, here's the thing. You guys don't know how else I market my business.
I've done extensive research on you, man. I'm sorry for interrupting it, but I've done extensive research. I've looked your name up. I've done all kinds of searching through brokerage sites. I haven't seen a single bit of fucking marketing that has reached anywhere other than maybe 2 or 3 people on the internet, and those might be the same people anyways. Who is fucking buying this shit? If you were that good at your business, I would be able to see your name pop up all over in your city. You'd be doing really good for yourself, but you're not.
Okay, I understand your opinion. I respect your opinion, and I don't know if this is gonna continue to go this way, man. Listen, I'm listening to what you folks are saying. I'm not going to rage quit. I'm not going to get angry. Right. I'm not going to get triggered.
That's good.
I mean, if you guys want to try and trigger me, it's just not going to work. That's all I'm saying. Like this is what I'm charging. This is what my business is. Some people are going to like me. Some people are not. This happens to everybody.
And it's not trying to trigger you. It's called calling you out. Because you're a hack.
You my goddamn content line. Man, that's not a problem. It's not a big deal.
And that's what we're doing now. I mean, dude, the biggest thing that you could actually do for people is like offer your services for free and work a normal job. And then keep doing that. Offer your services for free. And hey, hold on. I've been quiet. Just 1 second. Offer your services for free until you make an actual name for yourself, and then you can like publish a fucking book or something like that. Dude, okay, this is talking to me personally about me. I work with the Ministry for Homeless Veterans, and I feed homeless veterans on the street. Do I ask anything for return for it? No. Do I ask for any notoriety from it? No, I don't give a fuck about that, because that's about being a good fucking person. You talk about being a good person, but you charge for being a good person, if you get what I'm saying. Now you have the floor.
Let me ask you a question. Why can't we have a civil conversation about you using the tone of voice like you want to rip my head off? Like, I'm confident.
He doesn't want to rip your head off. He's a guy on the fucking internet. If you're
angry though, man.
He's not angry. He might be a little annoyed, but dude, you're running a fraudulent business, and you're trying to act like
opinion, though.
That's not an opinion. That's absolute fucking fact. And you can't say that I'm lying or anything, because I believe it to be that way. And odds are I'm going to guess that not only is my opinion and my perception mine, but I'm going to guess everybody watching believes that. I'm going to guess that's also absolute truth.
Well, you know what? If you feel that way and you feel I'm breaking laws, you guys can report me.
I don't feel you're breaking law. Nobody ever said anything about you breaking laws. I just think that your business is absolute fucking bullshit. And to be honest, if you're breaking the law, that's great. Fuck the government. Break in as many laws as you want, but you pay for you always have consequences for every action you make. So if you do something illegal, that'll catch up with you. That's not my concern.
Yeah. I agree. I don't do things illegally.
That's good. I'm glad to hear it. So that definitely means you're not an online terrorist. Yeah, that's very good.
I think Pro sounded fine the entire time, honestly. Like, if this was getting out of hand, I would have stepped in, but...
No, I understand.
He's just been talking.
I'm just saying I could definitely sense some frustration in his tone.
Well, frustration is different from wanting to hurt somebody, i.e. rip off your head, you know?
Have you ever been in a heated conversation before in person, like outside of the internet? Not a physical altercation, but a very heated discussion, because sometimes people feel certain ways about things. It's good for people to experience emotion.
I agree with you. In my younger days, Rogue, absolutely. As I got into my 30s, I just decided to take the calm approach, and if people are going to try to come at me, everybody comes at everybody in real life, right? For me, I just diffuse those situations, kind of like, when you're with a woman. Women are, emotional beings. I mean, men can be too, but...
Wow, dude. Don't go down this road. I'm going to stop there. Just stop. I'm gay. Please just stop. Just fucking stop, dude.
No, it's
I'm going to tell you right now, just stop. I'm trying to help you.
All right.
I'm trying to fucking help you, bud. Just stop. Just
hold on. Chill out, bro. Chill out, bro.
I did not interrupt you when you were speaking. All I'm saying is this, is that women respond to everything emotionally based on how they're feeling in the present moment. Okay?
It's true. I'm a bitch.
That. Okay. No, I never said you were.
And no. I'm saying I'm a bitch.
Okay. But here's the thing. When I've dated women and women have those emotional moments, I don't react to them. I smile and I handle it maturely. And I say, hey, babe, look, we can talk about it. If not, you need some space, right? That's how I handle things, right? When I was
Is that why relationships work? Because women are not emotionally handled.
If you're a woman in the chat, type 1, 2, 3.
Don't fucking bullshit me now. Then don't fucking lie to me and say that all women are this way. There's lots of women that are, but you know what? There's men that are emotionally invested, and I'm fucking talking to one right now. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? This is absolutely nothing. Women experiencing things in an emotional manner has absolutely fucking nothing to do with your business. You're projecting.
You asked me about my emotions.
And your emotions are fucking, they're fucking hilarious. What is it, Liz? What's up?
I can't even answer a question.
Coach Eli, I've been here since the very beginning, right? I've been listening.
She runs the stream.
Okay.
I run the stream, right?
Okay.
I respect you to a degree, and I'm being honest. I've been to places where I've had life coaches before. I've dealt with them for about 15 years now.
Okay.
But I've never met any life coach that behaves like you, and that's not a slight towards you.
I understand that. I'm not like any other life coach. I'm an unconventional life coach.
I understand that they all say
Liz,
that.
what were you saying?
It's because he's fucking shit at his job. Eli's a fucking cock. He can't do his job for shit.
Your age. And she will never
I'm muted so he can't hear me because I know he'll get mad and rage quit.
22
but
years
Eli is a
internet,
fucking joke. This guy is a fucking charlatan. Anybody who gives this guy money should be fucking
a Generation X millennial.
It's up to each individual who they want to follow and who they not want to follow. You folks are entitled to your opinion, and I respect that. I respect what you folks are saying.
I've done you a favor. Now we're going to be wrapping this up soon, but I've done you a favor tonight by giving you a platform to talk about your stuff. But this is also a double-edged sword. Now there's even more people that are aware of what you're doing, and I'm not saying they're aware of you doing anything illegal. Because like you brought up earlier, you're not doing anything illegal. What they're aware of now is the gay ops and the 20 and then the 40 chess you're playing. It's unreal. It's
well, that's your opinion, though, man.
It's not like you dox people. You fucking.
I'm tired of fucking hearing it's your opinion. I'm sorry. I'll go after you.
No, you're
Hang on, bro.
No, see, Eli, there's lots of stuff I want to talk about on stream, but it would start releasing personal information. Like you know as well as I do, you have doxed people. Everybody watching right now is now aware that you're a doxer. No life coach. Yes, you are. No life coach doxes people on the internet. No life coach attacks people on the internet. No life coach harasses disabled people and threatens to call protective services if they don't do what he wants.
You're taking it way out of context.
That's not taking it out of fucking context. Anybody looks up your fucking name on YouTube, Eli, they see all the shit you do.
Okay.
If you weren't doing bad things, you wouldn't get clipped. It's not like they took anything out of context. And what context is, you blind faggot? What context is that good?
That was fun. That was a rough video.
Yeah, what context is good, Eli, where you're telling people, you blind bitch, you blind faggot? What do you gain out of bullying somebody who's blind? They're not going to come up and attack you. They're blind, or they're not going to swing at you.
I made some mistakes, and I owned them. And I was new to the
But you're still making mistakes. You dox people regularly.
I don't.
Come on.
I don't.
Yes, you do. Don't you lie to me, boy. We've got 479 people currently watching, and there's going to be thousands of more views after this. Every person who watches it, because I'm telling, it doesn't matter when the last time was.
No,
I'm telling you right now. Hold on. I'm telling you right now. This platform is bigger than anything you've been on, and I'm still a small channel. And now thousands of people are going to watch this, and they're going to get to this point. I guarantee you every single person who has watched to this point, and will watch this point, will know that you are running a fucking joke of a business. You're a fucking bully, just as bad as Lycan Theory. The reason you two don't mesh is because you're one and the same. It's yin and yang. You're polar opposites, but you have a lot of the same characteristics.
Well, I mean,
that's your opinion.
That's my opinion.
It is.
It's not an opinion. It's an objective fact. That I guarantee everybody in the chat will agree that is objective fact, and you know that's true. And I'm telling you, Eli, there better not be a copyright strike or a flag on this fucking channel. Don't fucking start that. I know about that. I've seen you say go to his stream and flag it. I've seen you do that shit before. Don't fucking do that shit here.
I told you, bro. You can use anything you'd like.
Right? Because I'm very careful with what I do. So I better not fucking see any flags. Now I'm a relatively nice guy. I can get pissed off, but I'm relatively grounded. You are. That's good. I'm glad.
This is the worst I've seen Rogue.
Yeah, and Rogue, but no, hold on. I'm almost finished. Once I shut my mouth, which is hard for me to do, I know. But once I do, then you can talk. Now, I better not see any fucking false flags, because I have documentation that people have passed from the emails they received from YouTube where there have been flags coming from your community. That is fucking scary. A legitimate businessman will not try to silence people that are dissenting from him. You know what a businessman does? He goes for the money, and there is no money in this. You would know that if you were a proper businessman. This is unreal to me. This is the reason why you have so much shit following you, is because you make the decision. You love the attention, but this attention is going to fucking bite you in the ass.
Yeah.
It's pretty bad. I just want to know, whenever you sneak into the local nursing home and you fuck dementia patients and the police come and ask you what happened, you just say, well, I mean, that's your opinion.
I haven't seen him do that. I don't know about that. Yeah, I don't know about that, but it's not an opinion when you're fucking with people intentionally. Like, this is it stops being an opinion, right? Because you're going out of your way to cause drama. This is unreal.
Yeah, it's definitely something, I'll tell you that much. That kind of took the words right out of my mouth.
That's fine.
Yeah,
that's totally fine.
Of course, I know. I'm on the stream a lot.
Right. I respect what you folks are saying, and I respect what you folks do. And I've come out here. I've been very respectful. I've answered all your questions. And I mean, I don't know what else I can say. Look, I made mistakes.
Right.
And I was new to the internet. And I'm not trying to make any excuses here. I came on here willingly. Initially, I didn't want to come on because I didn't want these people thinking I was trying to take advantage of your audience, right?
And well, they're not that stupid. They're dumb, but they're not that dumb.
I'm not saying that. and I understand that, bro. I know you're fucking with me a little bit, and that's okay. I'm cool with that. But you know, I wanted to do this the right way. You know, hey, some time passed, and I heard you talking on that Lycan Theory stream, and I said, hey, look, if you still want to talk, I'm open to talk, and I'll share everything with you. I got nothing to hide.
There's a lot more you said besides that.
If you don't mind, I took a break off the internet from like 2010 to almost 2018. I was off the internet for a long time. I fucked up a lot, but that's the thing, is that I was able to learn from my mistakes and admit my mistakes. You seem like you're incapable of that. You're bringing them up now, but we didn't hear about them before. It's everyone else's problem.
Well, maybe this is an eye-opener to me on this show here.
But see, it might be too fucking late for you, but I don't mean to interrupt you, and I apologize for that.
Okay.
But it might be a little bit too late, and I think that you're going for the wrong demographic. You are going for a way younger audience when you should be going for people closer to your own age.
Well, it's open as long as people are adults. It's open. That's the way.
Yeah, I know, but if someone says they're 18, they're still a fucking kid. I don't care what anyone says. An 18-year-old is still a kid. If you're over the age of 30, anyone that has teen next to their date of birth, they're still a kid. I'm sorry, but they are. But
okay.
Baba Booey. You get what I'm saying? I mean, you can help people closer to your own age, but you're way out of your element, and you're not in the same league or ballpark here. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's the issue. Think about that.
I respect your opinion. Thank you for sharing it.
I also have an opinion that I would like to share. Hello, my name is TKS Mantis. You may have heard of me. I have 80,000 subscribers. Holler at your boy. Subscribe to TKS Mantis.
Yeah. Nice, Mantis.
Also, Also, my big question is, because I've been sitting back watching this whole thing, I'm a completely third party. Literally been observing this from the stands out in the distance. And my question is you see life coaches who like climb Mount Everest and make killings in business and then decide I'm going to share my secrets and all. What fucking life coach do you know that's like, oh, by the way, there's this furry over here. He fucking harasses me all the time. I obsess about it daily. And if you want to be like me, fucking step up, brother. $200. Let's go. Like, it doesn't make a lot of sense to me. And I like Propanky. I've had a ton of failures. I tried to be a musician and I fell flat on my ass, man, literally. And I sucked it up and I went on. But what I want to know is how you put yourself out there like that when you can see the competition is so steep against that. Like, I go into YouTube knowing there's a million other Fallout channels, but for some reason people like mine. But for you, it's like, is somebody really gonna be like, damn, there's that guy that climbed
Spam
Mount
the
Everest,
chat with subscribe to TKS Mantis.
Bitches had this furry online for 2 years straight. I think I'm gonna go with him on trusting like where my life is going, my life direction. Like, again, everybody keeps saying I'm not trying to be a dick, but maybe I am trying to be a dick. It sounds fucking. Am I living in Bizarro land here? Is like mediocrity like taking over that much that people can just call themselves a life coach and fucking set up shop on the internet?
It's been a weird year, hasn't it, Mantis?
I guess, dude.
I'd like to know what your question is, Mantis. I'd be happy to answer it.
The question is, where do you the first question is how dare you, and then the second question is where do you get off? Like, I just don't understand. My dogs are pissed off because I have so much feistiness about this. But like,
the dogs are mad too.
They always do this when I jump on Rogue Stream. Like, I mean, I'm kind of taking the piss. I'll be honest. I'm kind of like, jumping in with a vibe and being like, flexing my dick. But in reality, my dude, like, how do you really look at your business and I looked at the website, I looked at everything, and like, you look at other people out there with the same gig, like, hey, I'm a life coach, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, and you're like, yeah, man, mine's really gonna make like, what about your product is better than everybody else's? I guess is my question.
I'm not trying to be better than everybody else. I'm just being myself.
My best friend is black. His name is Phoenix Jones. Okay. And he tried to be himself too, and now he's going to jail for being a drug dealer. And I think you should maybe take a page out of some of the books that people out there that you're trying so hard not to be like. Maybe you should peek on somebody else's paper a little bit, see how they're running their business. I don't know. I'm not a life coach though. I'm a shitty YouTuber, so I wouldn't.
I think we all are here.
And of course, I can't really say anything either as a woman whose, emotions control every aspect of my life. It's hard to come on here and kind of listen and smile and hear everything, and just, exist. I suppose this hurts. This hurts.
Can I say something really fast?
What? Yeah, go.
Somebody who's a listener.
Right.
I have paid, $100 sessions, $150 sessions, $40 sessions for life coaches. I've been to the life coach capital of the United States of America, which is Florida, and gotten sessions from people. Mm-hmm. None of them act like you. You act like and I don't want to be offensive. You act like a child. You just you go and fight every fight that there is possible on the internet in your little community. And if I went and I came to you as a customer and I found out about this internet history, as somebody who knows the internet pretty well, I wouldn't pay it.
That was my point too.
But of course, that's your opinion.
Well,
that is your opinion.
Duly noted.
That was my point too.
Can I just say two things real quick? And I do apologize, Eli. I don't mean to interrupt you. I know you're trying to talk. Number one, when it comes to life coaches, that's the equivalent of someone working at Jiffy Lube and a Walmart mechanic. Life coach, guidance counselor. You get what I'm saying? I mean, you're not in the same field. And then holy shit, dude, this is a long time coming. Hi, man. It's nice to meet you, by the way. Holy shit, we're here. We're here together. Hi, man.
Yeah.
I know, but not like this.
Yeah, dude, actually, I was stoked when you popped up. I was like, hey, man, here he is. I like him. Anyway, you're talking about something else.
It's fucking Mantis. Oh my god, dude. Okay, I'm done.
Was there a question you wanted to ask, or?
I mean,
you don't
didn't really ask a question, more he made a statement.
Did you have?
I made a statement that when it comes to life coaches, the higher up version of you is a guidance counselor. When it comes to Walmart auto technician, the higher up version of you is Jiffy Lube.
Right. Like I wouldn't want someone who's done the things you've done going to a high school and talking to my children. I'd be scared. You know?
Okay. That's
and of course that's my opinion.
It is your opinion. I mean,
yeah, of course.
Duly noted.
Why don't you become a guidance counselor?
Yeah,
why don't you
go help disabled kids. Go be a guidance
yes.
counselor at a fucking disabled kids school and help them kids out.
Yeah, exactly.
There you
It
go,
might be
that's
hard. I mean,
good.
if you step over toes, lose your
No,
job
but he
because you
could
went
do
too
that.
far.
He could do that, Asterisk, because if he was actually dealing with children in like a school environment in like a guidance counselor, he could actually be like, hey, I see a problem. I'm gonna call CPS on this because there is a real problem, and he can actually observe it and be there. So like him being overreaching is actually good in that environment.
That's true.
You know?
That's true.
Yeah, like that's a good quality to have if somebody's dealing with kids to
That's
be
true.
over concerned. Like at least in my opinion.
Okay. That's
Duly noted.
It is duly noted. I mean, what else would you like me to say? I mean, I'm listening to what you folks are saying.
Make a change.
And just so you know, brother, I have no skin in this game. I literally just know about this like outwardly. I'm not in here to take a shit on you. I just thought the story was funny. I thought what was going on was funny.
This is Rogue's father. This is his surrogate father.
This is my
Daddy's
disgusting
here,
green father.
Hello, Bug Dad. Hello. Are you my father as well?
Hi, Mantu. Hi, Mantu.
We'll deal with me later. Let this guy speak.
No, I'm just saying, hey, I appreciate the feedback, and hey, look, part of being on YouTube and running your business is having thick skin. And in real life, I worked on that in my younger days.
He doesn't have thick skin. What a fucking joke!
I learned that you have to have thick skin times 10. Look, if you can't deal with this stuff, the court of public opinion and all that, you're going to get run off. And so
absolutely,
I get it, man. I mean, and look, honestly, guys and ladies, I respect every one of you. Everybody has an opinion. Some things are facts, some things are opinions, and I'm really glad we have a conversation about this. Seriously,
What's that whole meme that's like a guy wearing a mask and it's smiling, but underneath he's like crying and angry?
The crying Wojak, the Wojak with the dude. I think the biggest takeaway here is we're a little uncouth with what we say, but we're not mean people. We do like, as much as we like to laugh at people, we do want to see people do better. And you need to do better. This is a major ordeal.
Well, that's actually why I came in and why I wanted to talk to him directly before he left, is because being a YouTuber of my size, I'm not super huge, but I'm almost to 100K, and I have a larger audience in my streams. And one of the things that I noticed you doing in your stream earlier today, Eli, I don't know if it was you specifically or if it was one of your mods, but anytime anybody said anything in the chat that wasn't your moderator, you would immediately block them or delete the message. Someone would. I know it. I can't tell if it was you or not, so I don't know who was doing it. But if you're trying to grow on YouTube or anything like that, you have to either people were just saying hello, and it was like boom, message deleted. Like it wasn't people being trolly. It wasn't anything like. So if you're trying to grow your numbers and stuff, you can't be doing that. And that was one of the things I wanted to come in and like advice wise. If you want to grow a YouTube channel, the haters have to stay with the people who love you too, or it's not going to work. And I saw a warning from Nightbot that said, "Oh, by the way, members only chat is coming." That's a great way to curb the hate. People who are donating to you are probably not going to be sidetracking the stream with nonsense, and so that's a good way to curb that. But I'm just saying, like, if you're banning everybody in your chat, man, like, it's not only a bad look, but you're not going to grow because people are just going to stop, coming. Some people will only come to yell at you or to call you an idiot or whatever, but you need those people just as much as you need. In fact, you need them more, in my opinion. I only listen to bad feedback at this point. I don't listen to people that tell me my shit's good anymore. Like, there's no point to it because you only grow from people telling you what you're doing wrong. And that was my advice.
No, may I respond to that before we move forward?
Yep.
Before I forget, what was said. I completely agree with what you're saying, and I have some moderators that have been with me for a while and have been moderating the chat pretty tough. One of them is Queen Helen Casey. She's a good woman.
Get rid of him.
She's pretty trigger happy with the band hammer, and I've had to reverse
Baba
a
Booey.
lot of those things, and that's something that I'm working on behind the scenes. I'm going to talk with my moderators, and you're right. You're absolutely right. And you've even heard me respond to that on streams that's happening. So I appreciate the feedback, man. That's good stuff.
If I may, the issue I see here is throughout this, you've been talking about the mistakes you made in the past and how you're changed, and how, going forward, you want to do this and that, you want to be better. But at the same time, I see no difference between the Eli you were and who you talk about that you were 4 years ago, and now. You haven't changed. Your skin has not thickened. You have not done better. You have stayed exactly the same. If anything, you might have gotten worse. And of course, that's just my opinion. Duly noted,
You need to walk away from the internet. When you get to the point where you want to take legal action because some guy on the internet calls you a cuck, it's time to step the fuck away from the computer. Because at the end of the day, we're all people with microphones and keyboards. And in the real world, we're bitches, right? We're all talking a big game on the internet. It's time to step away. This is ridiculous. We're all younger than you, and we have a better idea of how to handle this shit. You should be wiser than us. In your late 40s, and this is how you spend your time. You claim to be a life coach, but then you complain about people on the internet, and then you want to take part in the 24-hour gay ops that are constantly being ran, and then you can't handle it. It's just time to disconnect the router. All bullshit aside, no ad hominems, no memes. Just it's time to go outside, and during one of your walks, that you do for your streams, maybe take a walk without the camera. Maybe go out and do things without having to report your life on it. The internet should not impede your social life. It should not affect your real life. If ones and zeros that get passed through Wi-Fi signals are so detrimental to your life, it means that there is a lack thereof. There is no life to take pride in. It's you need to grow up.
Baba Booey.
Well,
I'm gonna say I'm gonna.
May I respond to Rob?
Let him go.
Yeah, absolutely. I apologize.
Yeah, I want to get to everybody one at a time because then it'll pass on by. No, Rogue. Here's the thing. I understand what you're saying. Another thing is, and I'm not criticizing you for being a part of the millennial generation. There's a big generation gap between Gen X and Gen Y, and I think that's part of the differences that we have. And I respect that. I respect the way that you folks do things as millennials and post-millennials, but I came from a different old school generation, and the internet has changed things, and times have changed since, my days, right?
Dude, I'm 43. Come on.
Okay.
Don't play this shit.
I'm not too far away from your age. Are you huffing paint? What the fuck is going on here?
The youngest person, Mantis here, he's 45. I'm 43. Pro here is 41. The youngest person here is Asterisk. I don't know Liz's age. We're all old people. It's time to walk away. Come on.
Because the problem with the argument is, if you've had, and of course Rogue proves that wrong because he's closer to your age. However, if you've had more life experiences, then you shouldn't be acting like this. It doesn't matter if you walked in on a world that's different. You should know from how everything went when you were younger.
I have
like
confused
4 years,
thoughts
5
about
years
other
before
men.
you get on the internet. All of that should have helped you get used to the internet a lot faster. I don't think it's the internet's fault. I think it's your fault.
Okay.
And of course, that's my opinion. Duly noted.
I have confused thoughts about other men.
Himself. I can sit here and ask. I think that we would have a more adult conversation with Cook Styles.
I think so.
I have confused thoughts about other men.
Eli, you say you're 47, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
My parents are a few years older than you. They
burn.
Both know internet.
I have confused thoughts about other men.
My mother streams like bidding and stuff. She does auctions, and my stepdad worked in IT for 10 years. And I just he knew what TeamSpeak was.
I have confused thoughts about other men.
I just can't imagine like either of them acting this way and using their age as an excuse. If they were to use an excuse for anything, it would just be like, "Oh, I didn't know that," or "Oh, I'm just used to confronting people that way."
Okay.
The fact that you're in your 40s or anything has nothing to do with an excuse.
I'm not making excuses.
One of them's in their 50s.
No, what I'm saying is that I made mistakes. And people can either choose to understand and accept that I made mistakes or keep on coming at me. And that's okay. That's
your excuse is that it's our opinion.
Right.
I'm not making an excuse.
Hey, Liz.
That's diverting fault. What you're doing is diverting fault. Well, that's your opinion. It's not my fault.
No,
that's your fault for feeling that way.
It reminds me of the Big Lebowski. That's just like your opinion, man. All right.
Yeah. Oh shit.
What he's saying, though, I vibe with it.
My mother's 52, by my opinion.
Okay. Well, look, what I said was I made some mistakes. And
right.
People can either choose to accept the fact that I said I made mistakes, I admitted my mistakes, and how much longer are we going to keep on dwelling on that? I mean, I don't know what more I can say.
Dude, the thing is that you keep making the same mistakes over and over.
You guys want to piss off Eli with his fraud
business?
I got my mic muted with him. If you guys want to piss off Eli's fraud business, we're currently at just under $400 in super chats. Let's hit $500 to show him that a small-time YouTuber that exploits
you said the same thing so many times
that exploits their other people, just having a little fun, makes more money than him. It's going to bring his piss to a boil. I'm hoping you guys hit it. It's me manipulating you, obviously.
As a coach, what do you have as a life coach that you can teach me that I don't already know myself? How can you help me in any way to better myself when, I mean, you have all of us, and we're all fucking assholes. I'll say here that now.
Unless you got $50 in your pocket, you better shut the fuck up right now, man. What are you trying to do? This man...
I can answer
free consultation.
I mean, if he's willing to give it for free, if he's willing to fire those things off, like, you know, like it's fucking nothing, then I mean, dude, I want you to blow my fucking mind right now. The thing is that I want you to go through every individual one of us. I want to go through Asterisk, Liz, Propinky, me, Rogue, and Mantis. I want you to life coach every fucking one of us right now.
Okay, listen.
Do it.
Listen. That's
okay.
Ridiculous.
We're gonna listen. Hey, everyone's gonna stop. We're not gonna talk. He is going to.
Not gonna happen. Why? Because I'm not.
No. Let me answer your question here, man. Or let me respond to your statement. Okay. The point I'm trying to make here is that not everyone's going to be open to first and foremost wanting to work with any life coach. And even if they are open to working with a life coach, I may not be the life coach for you. Okay.
Okay.
And that's the thing. That's
all right.
That's the way it is.
I'm not trying to be a dick. I don't mean to interrupt you, but what you're trying to say is,
Angel says that shit.
Okay, so what you're trying to say is that you don't want to life coach every one of us right now because you don't possess the skills. You need the time that it takes to look everything up on Wikipedia and then evaluate every single one of us, and then we pay you a sum of money that we could have just looked up on Google.
Dude, I'll do it right now for free, Propane. I'll do it right now.
You're not going to trigger me, and no one on this panel is going to.
I'm not trying to fucking trigger you, dude.
He's
projecting. You're the equivalent of like a card in the fucking sleeve, a shitty magician on Ellen DeGeneres.
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, I see. I said nothing. I see that the speaker moving under asterisk.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Or you know.
She was yelling at me to shut the fuck up. That's what Asterisk does.
No.
That's what we do. So, I mean, dude, if you're that good of a life coach, you can assess every single one of us, and we allow you to assess every single one of us. You can assess us all and then give us an individual, like, quick, not even 10, 20-second just evaluation on every one of us, what we can change in our lives to make ourselves better, and then walk away with taking something from this, not taking something from you. Because that's what a life coach does. Now, you have the floor. Go ahead.
That's not the purpose of this stream here. And look, you folks are not my target audience. You folks are stating your
We're the only people watching you, dude. I don't think you understand. Do you not realize the moderators in your chat are fucking people from Jamie's community? Do you not know this? We are your fans. We're your fans.
The moderators on my chat are not a part of Jamie.
They are. I've seen the fucking images. People in that community are showing me images of them interacting with you as moderators.
Ouch.
We're your fans, right? Dude, I am the most neutral person in this, and I don't like most people. And I'm your biggest fan here. I check all of your streams as of late. I'm the only person that's not a wrench in your stream that's this close to you. You don't have viewers. Somebody bought viewers for you. Somebody bought you 3,500 viewers.
I'm not aware of that.
Yeah, your numbers. I've checked your analytics through Social Blade. You spiked in fucking subscribers astronomically and didn't get viewers. I mean, you didn't get views that matched with it.
Well, I don't know of anyone that did that. People have talked about that. I kind of ignore that stuff.
Then where's your viewers? If you have a community that you've built, then you've been doing this longer. You should have totally annihilated my numbers, because Mantis has been doing this longer than me. He puts out videos more often. He gets more views. He's got way more subs than me. That makes sense. You stream every day, and you are trying to offer a service.
I also have more subs than Mike Matai. I just wanted to say that. Thank you very much.
Based.
But, shut the fuck up.
If you're doing this shit, if you really have all these people that are helping you out and everything, and they're contributing, you should be totally squashing everything, because there's no excuse for this shit.
Well, some people grow faster than others, man. Some people
Jesus, fuck my titties. Okay, listen, dude, I'm sorry. I gotta fucking come in here and I gotta cut in. I apologize to everyone else. This is Propanky getting fucking serious now. The thing is that what I do for a profession, I'm in IT. I build computers for a living. You bring me a computer all in boxes, never even been fucking opened, every component, you give that to me, sure as shit, I will fucking have that built for you, Windows 10 and everything running on it within an hour and a half. That is my thing. That is my fucking profession. You're claiming that this is your profession. This is what you do, what you claim to fame and everything about you, that you are a fucking life coach. When I sit here and I fucking ask you to fucking evaluate every one of us, assess every one of us, and I actually give that fucking that privilege to do that to every one of us, you're like, well, that's not what I'm here for. Bullshit. If I go to someone's fucking house out in the middle of goddamn bumfuck Broken Dick, Texas, they want me to build a fucking computer and to prove it to them, I'm gonna fucking do it, and I will do it in probably less time just to fucking prove myself. There was no proving you. I know what the fuck you are. You are a fucking hack. I've said from the get-go, I'm getting fucking pissed now because I'm goddamn tired of this. I want you to fucking try your best to fucking holy shit. I'm losing myself. I'm getting fucking mad. I'm getting fucking mad.
What does that
mean?
You
have every fucking right now to defend yourself against my accusation.
Hold on.
Polish back.
What do you mean? What do you mean, oh boy, Eli? You're the same guy who's gone on streams and said the N-word and called disabled people blind faggots and shit like that. You've got the audacity to be, oh boy, when someone has enough of your bullshit. Are you fucking serious now?
I made mistakes, bro.
Those aren't fucking. Those are cognitive decisions. Those aren't fucking mistakes.
You made a mistake just now. How are you going to respond to that mistake you made just now?
You're 47 years old and you're still making mistakes, motherfucker. If I made as many mistakes as you, hold on. This is my show. If I made as many mistakes as you, I'd be down on my fucking ass. But you're getting daddy's money, you're getting your family's money, and you're wasting it, and you're fucking abusing disabled people, and you're starting this fucking shit, and you fucking lie about it. If I made that many fucking mistakes, I'd be out on my fucking ass. You'd be on your bald fucking forehead, thrown the fuck out of your house, if you really made that many fucking mistakes. No, these are cognitive fucking decisions, and you're going, wow, fuck you, motherfucker. You really hold on, Asterisk. You really want to fucking play this shit? You ignorant, lying motherfucker. Now I get we're a little rude, but you want to play, oh wow, that's not cool, guys. Who the fuck are you to make a fucking judge a character? You're a fucking nobody. You're a never was no, hold on. Yes, you are. Shut up. You're a never was and you're a never will be. You're a fucking nobody. Fucking homeless people with STIs are more notable and likable and worthwhile than you. You fucking hypocritical, lying cocksucker. You fucking abuse people, you dox people, and you make veiled legal threats against them, and you false flag people. You're a fucking joke.
Yeah. You kind of summed up the stream, Rogue.
You fucking lying piece of shit. And I better not see this shit flagged. And I hope everybody downloads this fucking stream. Everybody watching this shit better fucking archive it. Because if you pull that fucking shit...
it too.
Good, archive it. So that way everybody can fucking see what you do. Archive it. Please do.
Yeah. And if people were wondering or talking about the beginning of Rogue before, me and him got popular a couple of years ago by calling people out for false flagging, which is something that really boils my blood as well.
It's all a circle.
That's a cardinal sin in the YouTube world, my friend.
Yeah, this guy's a fucking, he's a charlatan who false flag. I can give you everything I got on him, Mantis. This dude's unreal.
Yeah, it's not even about just like breaking internet rules or whatever. Like doxing and doxing's way worse. Don't get me fucking wrong. Like false flagging a video is, it's like, man, fuck you, but it's not. Like doxing's way worse. And I don't know the specifics behind what's going on, but on the false flagging side, there's nothing worse to me that a YouTube channel can do beyond, in the realm of YouTube. Like it's so disgusting, and the fact that and I'll say it on here, the fact that who we called out, Oxhorn, even still has, like, I mean, we get more views than him now, but he still has a platform though. Yeah. And so these people that they don't have to learn a lesson. You know what I mean? They don't have to learn a lesson because somebody like TRO could call you out. 4 million views, everybody talking about how big of a dick you are, and it doesn't matter because people are still gonna come. If you're interesting and they like you, and so like people like this, they don't need to learn a lesson from it, Rogue, and that's the problem. Like I don't know, because they can get called out, and it's like they evolved to not care, like how animals evolve and like bugs evolve with thicker shells and shit. It's like these brands of people have evolved to just not give a shit what public opinion is. Like and then here and like I'll false flag, I'll dox, I'll do all this other shit, bang bang Wild West, and it's like. Oh man, I couldn't imagine like living like that. Like it's just like it seems like a stressful life. Like it seems like you must be stressed all the time. Because I'm stressed all the time running my and people who want to be YouTubers have no fucking idea how stressful it is to be at the level probably even Rogue's at right now.
Yeah, it's fucking stressful as shit.
My wife laughs at me because of how stressed I get, man. I sweat,
dude,
I cry,
I get upset with my videos that aren't Chris shit. I know they're not going to get anywhere near as much views, but I'm stressed about it because I want to do it.
I know only 1,000 people are going to watch this fucking Mario Kart video I'm working on, but I have to make it because it's my creative fucking drive.
Right.
Like, anyway. And I know you've been there too, dude. And because it's not about the size, it's about how passionate you are. I know you've been there too. So I'm not trying to say that you haven't. It's just like that's why it pisses me off to hear about false flags, because people put real fucking work into their stuff. And if somebody's just taking one of your streams and re-uploading it, or one of your videos and re-uploading it, that's one entirely
that's one thing. But he takes down people that are fucking responding in commentary. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
hold on.
What's that? Hang on. I've been trying to say something for a while.
Yeah. Let me bow out. I talk too much. I'm sorry.
You're fine. I meant to shut the fuck up. No, I'm kidding. Of course I'm kidding.
And I am.
This is hard to watch. This is hard to watch because, like, I'm seeing, one thing, I'm seeing what you're saying you are, and that you've made these mistakes, and that, you've done these things in the past that you're not proud of, and you're moving forward. But I don't really think you are. I don't see it, Like, I don't even see it in the way you're behaving in this, stream. Like the way, like, hang on, bud. Hang on. Don't cut me off, please. Thank you.
I'm sorry.
The problem comes from the way that maybe someone who is upset with how you've been acting, and all I hear is, or I hear, oh boy, or I hear, it's childish. You're being a child, and it's unfortunate because, frankly, I didn't want to do this stream. I just kind of expected all of this to blow off and become nothing in the future. But unfortunately, this has become something. I've seen what you said in your community. I've seen what you said in your live streams. I heard everything about what you said during your, like, everything going on.
Where he threatened to come after me when I first appeared on Jamie's stream trying to understand shit.
Yeah, that was fun.
You fucking.
How does that make me want to come to you and let you be my life coach when you're threatening people that I care about?
I'm not.
And you threatened them.
I'm not asking you to come do anything. I'm just
I see.
Oh, so the people that aren't showing up, they're gonna care.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying if I were to see you acting like this, outside of all of this, like I'm sure the 519 people are right now, I wouldn't want you to be my life coach. And that's unfortunate because obviously it doesn't matter to you because that's what your response is.
No. Listen.
It does matter.
I'm not saying that you don't matter to me. What I'm saying is that I'm not the right person for you to work with. And maybe you don't like life coaches, and that's okay.
No, I love life coaches. I've had plenty in the past.
Okay,
that's a fake argument.
Well, no, what I'm saying is that you have a life coach that you trust and you like. And if you have a different opinion about me, that's fine. I respect that. I mean, I don't understand. I've been very polite and kind.
You really
I've been triggered one time on this stream.
Yes, you
guys
fucking have. You
hard.
absolutely have. You fucking start meandering. No, hold on, motherfucker. You start meandering. I ought to just buy AdSense on your... I should start running ads on your fucking channel with this fucking stream. And I'll make sure it's timestamped so people can see what a fucking little snake you are. You fucking snake. I haven't been upset. Well, that's for you're being a champ here. You're taking more now than you ever have because usually you dip out of streams because you pussy out of
my lesson, Rogue.
Oh, maybe you have. No, hold on, Asterisk. Hold on. I'll fucking mute you. Hold on, Asterisk. I'm not trying to be a dick to you. Now I'm pissed. You fucking act like you're holier than thou and you're better than these people, but you say, but it's just your opinion. You tell people they're projecting their emotions. No, you're projecting, motherfucker. You fucking manipulate disabled people. You threaten to fucking call protective services on fucking blind people, retarded people, people that are fucking vulnerable. And you want to act like you're high and mighty. I hope you're archiving this. And I hope everybody watching is recording this because I know there are people doing it. So that way, exactly. And anybody who fucking watches, even if they don't understand the full context, will see the way you act and see that there's something fucking wrong with who you are as a person. You're fucking evil. And I think Jamie does bad shit. I think Shingy does bad shit. But as far as it fucking goes, your name pops up every time. You are a fucking charlatan. You're a fucking snake oil salesman. Your fucking business is a goddamn joke, and you should be fucking embarrassment. You should be embarrassed. You are fucking... Your business is bad, and you should fucking feel bad. This is pathetic, and I'm fucking triggered right now. I'm upset. I'm starting to pee and shit and cum right now. Right?
Sorry.
Right.
Wow. The one thing, Eli, that out of all this, any good thing that you should take from this is that you failed yourself. Remember that. You failed everything that you set out to accomplish on this and accept this as a failure, and you failed yourself.
Yep.
Like, here's the example that I was trying to say, and I'm sorry about trying to cut you off, Rogue. That is not my place.
No, you're fine.
Especially not when you're passionate about like what's going on. Of course. No. I'm saying that right now. Really quick, let's go on the list. Liz, do you think he's behaved properly tonight?
Liz is pooping.
Okay.
I'm sorry. No, I was muted just so I didn't get too
You're
loud
fine.
when Rogue was screaming.
What do you think, Rogue? Liz, do you think you'd go to him as a life coach? Like, do you think he's been behaved properly tonight?
I have gone to several life coaches, and this is just me being, an emotional woman.
Exactly.
I've gone to many men for advice. Never in a million years. My father would be able to give me better advice than that. I don't talk to him.
Propane Key. Do you think that you would go to Eli for advice? Do you think he's behaved properly tonight?
His mannerisms, everything that he has said, the only thing that I can come up with is condescending. He's very condescending.
So you wouldn't use the services?
No, I mean, if he was like a fucking bus driver, I guess, but not for what he's trying to do right now. No, absolutely not.
Rogue.
Oh, you know what? I would. I would so I can exchange emails and tell you what a fucking fraud you are. You know what? Mantis says, I think he's pooping. I think he's actually...
Oh, I see. Pooping.
No,
there you are.
Hello.
But if you want me to answer the question, if we're doing this.
Yeah.
My statement before, when I first joined, when I was trying to be funny and memey and fucking, take the piss, of like, there's literally life coaches out there. Like, I'm talking about, like, life coaches. Maybe I'm using the wrong term. Maybe I don't know what a life coach is. Like, maybe that's what it is. But when I think of a life coach, I think of this dude, like maybe a silver fox, in his, like, fucking 60s. And he's climbed Everest. And he's mastered a bunch of martial arts. And he's fucking ran businesses. And then he's like, hey, I'm going to pass these secrets on to you on how to be a better man. And then I'm like, fuck yeah, that sounds great. Like, that's what I think of when I think of a life coach. So this isn't even in like, and that's what my like meme at the beginning was like referring to. But again, I also think of the life coach like Banana Hands from Shallow Hal. I forget his fucking name. You know who I'm talking about? That guy. But that's like a motivational speaker, you know? And then my dog's barking again. But you know what I mean? Like I think of that too. So it could be something different that I'm thinking of. But
there was one more point I wanted to make. And of course, if you let me, Rogue, there are, and I'm counting right now, 520 people watching. Put 1, 2, 3 in the chat if you think Eli is a bad life coach. And he's wrong for you.
Let me say something here. In all honesty, look, you folks have the right to do whatever you want to do on your show, and I've been a good sport about it, but I think that's a little bit unprofessional for you to do that to a guest on a show.
Fuck you. Don't fucking tell me how to run my fucking business. Don't fucking tell me how to run my fucking... Dude, what? Do you not understand? Me just talking to you and letting you fucking come and sit on my fucking lap and kind of rub your balls a little bit, make you think it's going to be an okay stream for you. I've made more money here than you do on your fucking best streams. And this stream. That's good. Thank you for your approval, Father. Thank you. You know, and you know what? No. Thank you. Thank you for your approval, sir. Thank you for your approval. Oh, thank you so much. Baba Booey. Wow. Some guy in fucking California is glad for me. Wow. 1, 2, 3 in the chat if if you share the same opinion as Eli. That's great, guys. Are you fucking serious? It's unprofessional. You know my professionalism. You watch the fucking video on shit. It's unprofessional because it's happening to you. But when it happens to Jamie,
your work.
You fucking don't. You appreciate it when it goes after Jamie or Shangy or people you don't like. No. Because now you're saying it's unprofessional. This is no different. The only difference is that you get to interact with me and people get to interact with me. This isn't a scripted video. It's unprofessional because it's happening to you.
No.
You're the epicenter of this drama. Not Jamie, not Shangy, not Lauren, not Rally Jones, who, by the way, Rally Jones is the guy who bought your subs. Not him, not JB Gunner, not DeRosa, you. Everybody comes back to you.
Okay.
And I just like to say, I can't wait to get doxxed after this. I can't wait to have my channel deleted. I can't wait to be exposed. You know, I'll gladly throw my name out there. My name is fucking Charlotte Delory. You know,
I don't see.
No. Excuse me, I was very little. No. I live in Point Plaza, Detroit. You know, I mean, go ahead, come find me. I can't wait for Mantis to get doxxed. I can't wait for Propanky to get doxxed. I can't wait for Liz to get doxxed.
Yeah, I'll give you my name. My name is Michael Hunt, and I live at 0604 La Cienega Boulevard in Los Angeles, 90301. Come find me. I live not too far from the Pacific Standard Bank, and I have an armored Karuma in my garage. Come get me.
Come on.
You dox people. We know our names are going to show up somewhere, I'm sure.
All right. Let's just take a deep breath, everybody. Coach Eli.
Yes.
I'm going to sit here and say, everyone take a deep fucking breath. Yeah. Eli, the best thing that you can do right now for you, for your channel, for your career is admit where you were wrong and say where you were actually wrong, because that's the best coaching anyone can do is admit their faults and say...
We've all had to do it. We've all had to do it, bro. We've all had to get on the stage and fucking say sorry. We've all had to do it.
I've done that. Throughout this entire series.
Apologize for the autism tonight.
Listen. Let me answer the question. I mean, I know I'm a guest here, and I'm trying to be as respectful as possible, and I'd like to respond to you guys if you want me to. I mean, that's on you. No, you're right. Listen.
You have the floor. Admit where you're wrong, and we're all gonna be quiet. Every one of us. We're not gonna giggle. We're not gonna say anything. Yeah, admit where you're wrong.
Let him do it.
This goes back 4 years total. Okay. And there were a lot of mistakes that I made during those years. And I've admitted those mistakes.
Eli's getting upset about the money. Let's get me to 800 in Super Chat tonight. If we're based, we're currently at 706, 706.76. Let's see if we can, let's at least get it up to 750. Come on. Make my day great, guys. I love you.
Whether you want to believe me.
Also, put Eli is a liar in the chat.
Here's the thing. I'm not going to dox anybody or anything like that. Look, I don't do that kind of thing. There were things in the past where people came at me and they did some pretty bad things that you guys aren't even aware of. There are things I could even send you. I offered you, Rogue, and I even
listen,
offered
we
RDA.
don't need to bring. Hey, listen, we don't need to bring those things up. The most important thing to do is this stream right now. Every one of us. This is something that you can play back to people that you later coach in life, and you can be like, this right here is where I fucked up. This right here is where there was a turning point in my life. It was that flip, that switch that was flipped, that I could do better in my life. And you could use this and build yourself to be a better person for you or anyone else that you decide to coach. This is me coaching you right now, because this is what I would want out of someone trying to coach me. That this is where I fucked up. This is where I failed. But what did you learn from this? What did you gain from this? And what did you come out with this? Do you get what I'm saying?
Well, absolutely. And what I'm going to say to that is this, is that I do respect Rogue's work and everything that he and you folks have said tonight. I understand where you're coming from. And for the most part, I agree with everything. You know, I'm going to go back and listen to the stream and then maybe even do a response possibly or something like that. I'm going to figure it out, but I'm going to do it, you know, professionally and maturely. And look, there are many times where I behaved immaturely. I got caught up in the YouTube game. I got caught up being a new YouTuber and, you know, handling things in the ways I handled them when I was a teenager and in my early 20s, man. I mean, I'm a human being. Back in the 80s. Yeah, well.
So listen. I'm talking to you above everyone else. I'm trying to give you like peace of fucking mind here. The best thing that you can do is you can make another video and you can like assess everything here, and you can admit your fucking faults and where you were wrong. And admitting your faults and seeing where you went wrong is going to allow other people to cultivate, to come to you, because you're like, this is where I fucked up. This is how I dealt with it. This is what you can do as well to get past those certain points, man. Could be.
I'm done.
Yeah,
I'm done. I banned him. I'm done with him. I banned him. I'm done with him. I'm done with him.
Oh, that was better than coming.
I'm pissed. Like, I don't normally get pissed. I'm fucking livid right now.
I tried my best.
No, you did good. You did good. I'm done. I'm not entertaining this shit anymore. I'm not. I hope people have been recording this. Because I'm mad. I'm this fucking charlatan, lying, cocksucking, slimy motherfucker, man. I can't even put into fucking
in there
words.
too, because he's a hack.
You know, I don't mind if people bully people on the internet, but I got a real fucking problem. And I'm fucking removing him as a friend. I got a real fucking problem with people that fucking take actual disabled people, like actively take them, and then they threaten to do shit to them. Leave the fuckers alone.
Yeah.
Somebody's retarded, so now you're gonna take it out on him and fucking threaten him and shit? Fuck you. What an ignorant fucking prick. That kind of shit makes me so fucking
mad. A real
mad.
problem with the copyright strikes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that shit ain't
that's what I was pissed off about. I didn't know, like, I don't really know much about it. I saw your video about those two guys. So I don't really, know much about them or have any, like, I come into this not having any ill will, but then I started listening about false strikes, and there was something else too that I was like, what the fuck? Oh, it was when I was in his stream. I was just sitting there. Dude, my wife is always so good at this. I almost like chatted in his stream, and then she reminds me that like I can't do that with my YouTube channel. Like you don't do that. And I'm like, hey, that's a fucking good point. And then I So anyway, it was just weird to see him ban everybody who was talking in there that wasn't one of his moderators. And that was like something that got under my skin a little bit. I was like, what the fuck? Because like those are the things that I know about, because I've been doing this as like you started. You say that you've been Rogue professional at this for like 2 years.
Yeah,
that's about when I would say I started as well. Thank you, Oxhorn.
Yeah.
Yeah, love it. In today's episode, this is Mantis's money.
And we're going to have a lot of.
He was full of as many empty words as he is empty air. Hot air. I'm sorry.
And watching a little bit of Oxhorn and Negra.
Will you get him off the
I was
TV, Rogue?
I was feeding into what people were saying about the Oxhorn stuff when it took off. Because a lot of people, for like a year though, we were the Oxhorn guys. We had to do our own shit to get away from that.
We were the Enclave. We
were the Enclave for years, or at least a year. We had to like do our own shit to prove that we weren't fucking just stuck on that. You know what I mean? So like, I've had to apologize on a way bigger fucking scale than this, and it's just it boils my blood when somebody can't do it. Like, I'm just like, really? Like,
it boils my fucking blood. The fact that I feel bad for whoever he is actually life coached, and the outcome of that. I've heard Asterisk mad. I've heard Rogue mad.
I've never heard Rogue that fucking angry before.
Not that fucking mad.
I don't get angry at the internet, but this has been one of those times. Like I'm fucking angry. Like I want to hit something.
I can tell.
I don't like people lying about shit like that. Like there's fucking I hate pedophiles. I hate people that fucking used retarded people and handicapped people to fucking for financial gain and to scare them. And I fucking hate people that lie like this. Don't fucking lie. Own up to your shit.
We should separate it though. He's not a pedophile.
No. Those are the three. Those are the three types. No. Those are the three types of people. Those are the fucking
manipulated.
Yeah. No. Those are the three type of people that I can't fucking stand.
I get it. I was just making sure that I was. No.
I'm not saying that. No. I just.
Well, holy shit, dude! Are we going to see a Wednesday night stream from Asterisk and Rogue tomorrow night?
Yes, we are. We're still streaming tomorrow.
Liz, what were you gonna say?
Okay. The way he comes off to me, right? And I don't mean to sound rude. Actually, I'm going to sound a little bit rude now since he's gone. Is that I know people who are about 22 years old, 21 years old that have more life experience than him and could probably tell me how to fucking direct myself better than he can.
How have you been?
This is ridiculous. I can't. Like, he's lying to himself on the internet. Like, the amount of denial is unreal. Yeah. And I've done every bad thing under the fucking sun, and I don't even lie to myself like this. This is fucking upsetting.
The real question is, how have you been? Because it's been a long time since I talked to you.
Hell yeah.
Holy shit. Hey, Mantis, will you come on my stream? I'm part of the community.
Mantis? I saw that. Yeah, I saw the post for it, dude.
Yeah, sure.
Dude, holy fuck, Mantis would come. Dude, I'm about to bust. Shut up. Everyone be quiet. I'm about to bust.
Together on Thursday.
Pro's gonna bust.
Yeah, I need to make some real fucking content instead of just rambling into a microphone is what I need to do.
The entire time I was angry.
Oh my god.
Tired and like my gut was twisting.
Asterisk, can I please say one thing about all that? Asterisk, dude, I knew you were mad because I saw the mic icon going off, and every time you're like exhaling, like breathing through your nose, you were like disagreeing with what he was saying, but you like bit your tongue the entire time.
No, that's funny.
He called you out on it. The Eli kid called you out on it. Dude,
well, he can fuck off, honestly.
Because he was like, he called Propinky because he thought that was because your mic was lighting up because you were so fucking mad that your goat nostrils were flaring up the microphone.
My sensitivity is really high. You can probably hear this. That's just
you were mad, dude. Especially when he brought up women stuff. When he brought up all women.
Oh, dude, yeah, fucking mad about that too. But like he was like, and you know what was the first one that he said? And you were like, oh, here we go. He said, oh fuck, I don't want to stall the stream by trying to think of it like that. I
gotta wrap this up soon because I'm sitting and I'm stewing and I'm getting mad.
Yeah, we should probably read through the super chats and call it a night.
I'm gonna do that on my own. Because I gotta be by myself and think about this. Thank you guys for coming on. This has been fantastic. It's been a great time. Thank you, Pro, for jumping in and letting us know that everyone was counting on us before the stream started. That was base. You pulled a Leslie Nielsen. That was awesome. Thank you, Mantis, for showing up and spouting some wisdom. That's always cool.
Thank you.
Hell yeah.
We need to be here. I'm just happy to be involved.
We need to get you on more often. That was fun. Thank you, Asterisk, as you always come on.
Of course.
And thank you, Liz, for recording. So that is very much
based. And it was good to see you, Liz.
No problem.
Yeah. I'm gonna disconnect from the voice chat. I'll be back on later. I got some stuff I gotta do, but I'm gonna read through the super chats, guys. Don't worry. And but again, thank you guys. I'm gonna disconnect.
Of course. All right.
Okay, let's read through some super chats, shall we? Voices in your headphones sent in $10 saying listening to Rogue talking to weirdos while playing weeb games. It's going to be a good night. Also, congrats on the move. No more shit. Well, we're not done with the shit yet. We're getting there. Everything's getting in order. Everything's getting in order. Mo T sent in $10, no message. Mad Matt sent in $3 saying butts. I'm not going to be able to, because there's so many, I don't know if I can respond to them all. I'll try to, you know what I mean? Propanky sent in $2 saying blue and yellow purple pills. I get it. Walderp sent in $2 saying I'm brown pilled because I need to poop. Pink Parasite sent in $5 Australian saying tell Eli I can't wait to gut him like a fish and sell his organs on the black market in Minecraft. Well, damn, that sounds like quite the Minecraft server. Shaggy Sater sent in $10 saying, ask Eli how he achieved the feat of being bankrupt in both morals and follicle. Well, that's fucked up. A Grip on Life DeRosa sent in $20 saying, purple hat cheetah print dancing on the people rolled up after the joint, dancing on the people dancing on the people. I got people on the people dancing on the people with the people on the people smoking CO2. Yeah, me too. Propanky sent in $5 saying, lol, my dad is black and I'm gay. This guy must love people like me. Tee-hee. Oh my god, I'm still shaking. Nick the Struggle Snuggler sent in $4.99 saying, my best friend is black. The clown makeup applies rather easily with this guy. Oh, of course it does. Silent Wyvern sent in $14.88 saying, oh boy, gals and guys, it's big smeggy time. Asterisk, bust out the bucket, Rogue, get the chicken. We deep fried smeggy wing. Ew. Miss Fancy sent in $5 saying, why does he feel the need to knock everyone? That's a coach. Yeah, what a dick. Some jackass sent in $10 saying, this stream is so cathartic. I feel like I'm learning to be a better person. Well, you definitely learned it by now. I bet. Pink Parasite sent in $5 Australian with no message. A Clifton sent in $5 saying, are those clips of being overlapped on purpose? Sort that out, boss. Yeah, that was intentional. You could hear him saying blind faggot and telling people to go flag people's channels and shit. That was intentional. He wasn't aware of that. That was a haha funny op. The Gray One sent in $5 saying, Rogue, be careful, I think I see a glint. Mr. President, get down. Jokes aside, I hope you and all have been having a wonderful evening. Well, thank you. Liquid Snappy sent in $5 saying, have my money, Mr. Internet Fellow. Take care. Miss Fancy sent in $5 with no message. Miss Fancy sent in another $20 with no message. Bodacious Cino sent in $2 saying goat PAC, whatever PAC means. Piece of crap. Is that what it means? Miss Fancy sent in $5 saying you have doxing in the chat. I hope we nip that in the ass. The Gray One sent in $5 saying an extra 5 for the goat. Also, in fact, he brings up the King Cuomo, who had caused a lot of loss, is a slap in the face of the victims who lost people from him. Yeah, what a fucking douchebag. Zython Production sent in $10 saying, why does Coach Eli sound like he's doing an impression of Zach from Oni Plays? I don't know. He just always sounds so depressed and angsty. Because that's just your opinion, bro. Legendary Collector sent in $5 saying, long-time lurker, been here since you started on Christian. Love your style and personality. Well, thank you. I wish I wasn't as autistic and I could fit in your Discord. Oh, we accept people with autism. Nick the Struggle Snuggler sent in $4.99 saying, this guy doesn't need any leg days. The amount of backpedaling is amazing. I know, right? Titties McGee sent in $5 saying, we might as well call this stream Back from the Future 4 with all this backpedaling happening. That would be fitting, wouldn't it? Miss Fancy sent in $5 saying, his thoughts are so sickening. Yes. Nick the Snuggle Struggler sent in $4.99 saying, this clown. Your name's upside down, so I'm just not going to read it. I'm too lazy to tilt my head, sorry. Sent in $5 saying, Eli never graduated. He dropped out of Sarah High School, an all-boys school at age 17, and went bankrupt after paying off his GF's college debt, who left him. Well, that's unfortunate. Skeleton sent in $5 saying, shout out to the guy in the chat who was saying this is pre-recorded, shaking my head. With the extra space, I'm just going to ask you to sing the whole Sonic Underground theme. I can't do that. I'm angry. Propanky sent in 2 saying, Rogue. Dude, Rogue just coached a life coach. Mind blown. Weird, isn't it? The Blue Ferret Project sent in $4.99 saying, ooh, I'm late, Daddy Goat and Rogue Mama. Please don't punish me. Ooh. Well, damn. Angel Jacobo sent in $2 saying 1, 2, 3, based. Miss Fancy sent in $5 saying, why ban every person that comes into your chat, thinking there's some stupid doctor? I don't know. American Dreams 6.2 sent in $1. I don't think he'll be sending super chats anymore. Tinfoil Hat sent in $5 saying 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. The Blue Ferret Project sent in $4.99 saying, 1, 2, 3, please kill me. Coach Eli makes me want to scream. Mama Goonie sent in $5 saying, hell yeah, preach the truth, the voice of reason. Oh, I always try to be, at least when I can. Chrissy's Corner sent in $5 saying, ask him about his sub count compared to his analytics. Interesting, isn't it? Meeb sent in $5. Oh shit, what did I do there? What did I just do there? Oh, that's okay. Meeb sent in $5 saying, hashtag life coaches, Rogue and Asterisk. We should become some, shouldn't we? Alan Reyes sent in $5 saying, Oxhorn's legs chained up, spread eagle in the Shaniqua Lust Chamber. A track led a strapped train to his brown eye baby, while Thomas the Tank Engine song played. Yeah, me too. I don't know what that means. American Dream 6.2 said, for $2 said Eli is a legitimate life coach. Bullshit. Avery the Hawk sent in $5 saying Eli is clueless and has no self-awareness. That's very clear. Dirt Platinum sent in $4.99 saying, I just tuned into the stream. Thankfully, I caught the stream before it ended. Hopefully, I can watch the recording of this later to catch up. Hopefully, it should be coming up as a VOD. Hopefully, it doesn't get flagged down. So I hope people have archived this. People have been recording. That's important. Skylink sent in $5 saying, all you ladies bump yo bussy like this. Shake your body, don't poop and piss. Don't poop, don't piss. I'm sorry. Yeah, don't poop and piss. That'd be nasty. Lanterns Glow sent in $5 saying, I got money, Rogue. Are you ever going to cover this dude called Co-Lord44? He's Christian, but Star Fox and a way bigger fur. Maybe I'll have to look into that. Thanks for the heads up. Ouija Silver Star sent in $5 saying, just got home from work. How much did I miss? Quite a bit, judging by the timestamp. Matthew Aldridge sent in $10 saying, did he ever take a psychology classes to get to certifying as a life coach? Apparently not. American Dream sent in $1, whatever. Avery the Hawk sent in $5 saying it's propane key with a steel chair. What? Yeah, me too. The Blue Fair Project sent in $4.99 saying, at 500, Asterisk should make fan art of Eli pegging Jamie. 456 if you agree, Eli is a hack, fraud, charlatan. I don't know about that. Some jackass sent in $5 saying, so none, laughing my ass off. Sir Perry sent in $5 saying, I charge $60 for my 3D set commissions, and I market myself into oblivion constantly. I get maybe 2 or 3 customers a month if I am lucky. Oh, well, you made a fantastic set here, and Sir Perry is the guy who made this 3D studio. Give him credit. He made a fucking awesome studio, didn't it? Doesn't it just look awesome? And he needs more people commissioning him. His shit's great. Ouija Silver Star sent in $5 saying if Propanky is mad, everyone will feel the heat coming from him. You will know. Oh, that's true. Tinfoil Hat sent in $5 saying Eli emotionally handles women and polices their reproductive systems and rights. What the actual fuck? Hashtag gross. I agree. Ouija Silver Star sent in $5 saying, you know you will hate someone when they begin with the phrase, I respect your opinion, but isn't that convenient? What a dick. Sorry, cottonmouth. John Guido 4, the 4th, I sent in $1.99 saying, Rogue is reminding me of Jim Menaker right now. Well, I'll take that as a compliment, thank you. I'm glad people are comparing me to Daddy Jim. Brutally Lauren sent in $5 saying, Docs Joe, Buddy, Brianna, Bugs, Lycan Theory. Yeah, I have a feeling somebody's going to try to dox me soon for this. Ouija Silver Star sent in, let's see, $5 in correction. We are dumb, but we are not Christian dumb. Get it right. I'm sorry, you're right, I'm wrong. Miss Fancy sent in $10 with no message. Skeleton sent in $2 saying submarine to TKS Mantis. Yes, submarine, subscribe to TKS Mantis. His Fallout videos are the shit and the tits. The Blue Ferret Project sent in $3.99 saying death to Fallout Frontier. Fuck Fallout Frontier, bro. American Dream 6.2 sent $5 saying, like Rogue Internet Man said, it's a double-edged sword. Just because he doesn't agree with Coach Eli, he still believes Lycan Theory is a predator. I think everybody has done some wrong here. I don't think he's a predator per se. Asner the Panda sent in $5 saying, I don't respect liars. Neither do I. God Loves Me sent in $4.99 in a super chat saying, what drug is Brutally Lauren taking tonight? I don't fucking care if she's taking drugs. That's her business, not mine or yours. Film Nerd sent in $5 saying, as someone who's lived with Asperger's all his life, this guy makes me sick with how much he's manipulated people with my disability, if not worse. Isn't that gross? Isn't that fucking nasty? American Dream 6.2 sent in $5 saying, brutally Lauren gets wasted with her kids in the house and criticizes others for doing the same. Who the fuck cares? Prove it. I don't give a shit. That's not my problem. That's not your problem. If that's happening, it's her problem. Fuck off. Green Bay sent in $10 saying, ask the chat to say Dana got peened. He hates that. Yeah, chat. Spam Dana got peened. Whew. Depressed sent in $4.99 saying Asterisk is in her mid-70s. That's true. She's an old bitch. Ouija Silver Star sent in $5 saying, holy shiitake mushrooms. Rogue 43, he's the same age as my dad, the more you know. Oh, don't worry, that was just a haha funny meme. I'm not 43. That's a joke. Bodacious CNO sent in $5 saying, Shekels, winky face. Angel Jacobo sent in $10 saying, Rogue is the real life coach here. Well, I should become a life coach. That's very apparent. Aphrodite Hart sent in $25 saying, I am both in and out here, so just donating to donate. Well, thank you. Andrew Martin sent in $2 saying, Cheers, Rogue. Neat. Bug sent in $4.99 saying, thank you for the epic stream. Always happy to help. Gavin Miller sent in $2.99 saying, hell yeah, brother. Nice. Sorry. Kaylin sent in $2 saying, here's my contribution to the Eli Coach Cope Fund. Neat. Pink Parasite sent in $2 Australian saying, so hyped to eat Eli's severed limbs in Minecraft. Wow, that's a fascinating server you got. Titties McGee sent in $5 saying, yes, I need a life coach that gaslights me. Sounds good, doesn't it? The Blue Ferret Project sent in $2.99 saying, this guy is a Sengi. Duke Nukem. Nick the Struggle Snuggler sent in $4.99 saying, as a 110 plus man, in my opinion, I have trouble connecting with people of younger years. Understandable. The Ruby Fox sent in $80 saying, this stream is a damn ride. Take these checks, you've earned them. Thank you, I'll gladly take them. A Grip on Life DeRosa sent in $50 saying, let me get in the voice Discord. I'm sorry, it's done. I know you're sending this $50, but I'm sorry. It's done. I can't handle that shit. It was making me angry. I'm sorry, but thank you for the money, bro. And I'm always happy to help people that want to expose assholes. I love doing it. Earnhardt Fan Productions sent in $5 saying, hey, Eli is someone on the spectrum. Eli, as someone on the spectrum, I won't bother getting my life advice from you because of how you are. I hope you get your karma, you cuck. Damn. Gibbs sent in $4.99 saying, sorry, I'm poor. Well, that's okay. Baby Bear sent in $5 saying, him saying that I made a mistake is an excuse for him making the conscious decision over and over again. He is lying. That's true. Aster the Panda sent in $2 with an emoji. It's a little face. Neat. Uncle Squiggle sent in $5 saying, Propane is best boy. That he is. Rentaro Fudanari sent in $5 saying, Rogue is big sexy. That's up to you. Silencer 7396 sent in $20 saying, speech check successful. Nice. The Midnight Raven sent in $2 saying, the best whatever that is of 2021. Well, hell yeah. Torque sent in $5 saying, marry me, Rogue. Sorry, I'm already taken, bro. Luigi Silverstar sent in $50 saying, Propane keeps stating facts. Release the beast. Eli needs to be put on blast. Rogue is my god. Propane is my god. Eli, it's time to stop. It's time to stop! Don't become another mundane Matt. Everyone on the stream, except for Eli, take my checks. You are all beautiful. Well, thank you. Gemma's Journey Grace sent in looks like £2, I believe it is. He said he let somebody attack me recently on his stream. Well, fuck him. Baby Bear sent in $2 saying, Daddy Rogue, I can feel your chest hairs. Love it. Oh. Some jackass sent in $5 saying, Rogue, you should have my babies. But that's my opinion. Well, that's a good opinion to have. Woo. I'm almost done reading supers. We're getting through it, guys. Thank you for sticking around. Mama Goonie sent in $2 saying, where are your supporters, Eli? So far, I only saw 2. That's because they don't exist. Cadenza sent in $5 saying, Coach gets raw dogs live on stream. Oddly fitting, isn't it, brother? Rotaro Fudanari sent in $1.23. I get it. Andrew Mendez sent in $50 saying, this has been one of the best streams I've seen. I have enjoyed this a lot. Well, thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed. I'm glad everybody seems to enjoy this stream. Meeb sent in $10 saying, big mad. The Ruby Fox sent in $50. Well, thank you. Brutally Lawrence sent in $5 saying, Eli is a liar. Yeah, we know. Ouija Silverstar sent in $5 saying, my real name is Bend Over. I live in Hell, Michigan, 666 13th Avenue. Eli, come to me. I'll be waiting. Riff Mago sent in $5 Australian saying, I understand where you're coming from, but I'm going to talk crap and disregard everything you just said. Eli, Life Coaching 101. Voices in Your Headphones sent in $5 saying, I'm supposed to be saving money, but the stream deserves more than I can give. Here's a few more bucks. Thanks for the entertainment, Internet man. Happy to help. Mechanical sent in £5, I believe it is, saying, here's some checks for the cacks. Brothers, nice to see Mantis too. Isn't it nice? We need to get him on more often. Silencer 7396 sent in $50 saying, screw Eli. I agree. Joe Buddy sent in $5 saying, karma has no deadline. I agree. Like in Theory sent in $5. Now, isn't that ironic? Jamie's here. Saying, Rogue is now another cog in the Lycan Theory echo chamber. Well, it's true. I'm a weaponized internet hitman. I'm an online terrorist, I guess. Methesis sent in $5 saying this stream was feeling warmer than heroin and had me shaking more than cocaine.
Baba Booey.
I like that. Asterisk sent in $5 saying, I'm proud of you, dude. Seriously. Well, thank you. I don't know what you're proud of me for, but thanks. Not So Nerdy Gaming sent in $5 with no message. GG Evans 317 sent in $5 saying, look up ritualistic behavior and autism, and you know what Eli is all about. Oh, I'm going to do that. Not So Nerdy Gaming sent in $2 saying, like your content, Ro, keep up the work. Well, thank you. And GG Evan 317 sent in $5 saying, oh no, wait. I think that already came through. Awesome. Oh, thank you to everybody who sent in super chats. That is amazing. I'm so glad we got so many generous people here. I appreciate the support. Genuinely, like, we're going to get a little gay for a moment. This YouTube stuff has helped me out so much financially. I get to talk about bad people and make fun of them and laugh at weird people online and get paid for it. But this stuff has helped me I'm getting out of a bad situation. And I'm finally getting my life back on track. And I'm getting a little choked up, but you guys have helped me so much. And I'm unbelievably fucking grateful. And I'm glad I've got the support here. I'm glad you guys enjoy the content. I'm going to keep trying to put out content as much as I can. I'm struggling to get stuff out, but I'm doing what I can. And I appreciate all of the support. I'm getting a little choked up, guys. I don't know what to do. But real shit. Thank you to everybody who sent in super chats. Thank you to everybody who participated and watched the stream. Thank you to everybody who helped me get information for the stream. Thank you, Asterisk, Liz, Propane Key, and Mantis for coming on and making the stream an absolute blast. And thank you, Eli, for giving us a little something to talk about tonight. So, thank you guys for spending a little of your time with me. I hope you've had a good time. I've got more content coming down the pipeline, but I think you guys know what I'm about to say. I'll see you degenerates next time. Before I forget, 1, 2, 3 in the chat if Eli is a fucking grifter and a huckster. Good night, guys.